All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Market Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. All right, good morning, good morning. I think John is joining us today, but I have not seen him come on yet, so he could still be hurting from the Patriots. So he might need 2 days off. So we'll see. All right, friends, welcome. Hopefully, everybody's doing good this morning. Let's take a look here at a quick look at our gap resistance today, brought to you by tradingterminal.com. Bunch of stuff in the green, but even more so in the red. So I could see here just massive numbers down 39, 22, 17, some big numbers there, and some names that we're very familiar with towards the bottom here. Oh, okay, hold on a second. I think John just joined. 1 second. Let me see. Yep, I got him. Hey, good morning, John. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Carlos. Sorry that call didn't go through. I was there, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Here I
All
am.
right, cool. I just saw you coming now, so we got you. No worries, man. All right, my friend. I know you didn't have a great weekend, and I'm sure you probably don't want to talk about it.
Oh, yeah. To my credit, I wore my Patriots hat in the chat room yesterday to let people know I'm still here and
Oh, you
alive.
still?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'd like to apologize to the entire world for just a very boring game.
It was
That's
very
not, unless you're a
boring.
Seahawks fan, I'm sure that was a lot of
Even
fun
for
watching.
Seahawks, they were. I'm sorry, you won, but you were horrible. Like you should have won by 50. You know, you won. But the kicker had like 4 kicks or something. Like it was a very boring game, man. I gotta say, we've seen better
Yeah.
games in the postseason.
In
So
retrospect, I think Drake May had to lay it out there a bit more running wise and taking some deeper targets earlier,
yeah.
whatever. But who knows? I don't know. It was
How young is your quarterback, man? Like, the kid looks so. I mean, I don't keep up with the football stuff anymore. But the kid looks so young. What is he, like 21? I
yeah, he's
mean,
23. Yeah.
wow. Wow, that's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure at that
Tough
age.
stage,
So,
tough stage. Yeah.
oh, it is, man. But see, Patriots one of these teams that you don't worry about too much. It's just organization, just a winning organization. They'll be back here maybe in 2 3 years. Like it's just how good that team is at putting champions together. So we're not worried about them, right? I'm sure you're not either. But yeah, man, tough loss for them. They just didn't show up. They just did not show up. So what can you say?
But we're
All right,
here.
friends.
We
Yeah,
showed
but
up.
we're here. We're showing up for you guys. So no matter what side you were going for, we're here today, and we're gonna hopefully have another great day like yesterday. Yesterday was awesome. So many plays. We had core. We've had some other ones that was just beautiful. NVDA. I mean, you name it. We just had an awesome trading day, and hoping that can continue. So, we'll dive right into all of this. Let's look first at the U.S. economic calendar and what we have going on there. John, let's see if you had
Oh
a
man.
chance to update it, but it's okay. Just
Why do I
all
suck at
good.
this? Why can't I remember this part? I
Oh,
cannot remember to do this.
it's all good, man.
Okay,
It's
it's
all good.
Tuesday. Let me try to pick out. There's a lot of stuff here. Unemployment cost index, import price index, and U.S. sales, retail. That's a delayed report, and auto sales. Everything, all that came out at 8:30. So I don't know if the market did anything. Let's take a peek real quick. Those aren't giant reports, to be honest. But yeah, we got some movement in the SPY. A little dip from 695.50 down to 693. So whatever. In the aggregate of all that news, those 5 or 6 reports, it thought it was more
Hmm.
bad than good, I guess, but nothing catastrophic.
All right, there we go, friends. We'll see how the SPY in the market reacts right now. Not doing a whole lot, pretty quiet for the most part. So we'll see. You can see a little bit of volume coming in here, a little bit of up and down between the previous day close and the overall market. We'll see how this plays out in just a second here. All right, friends, let's get to it. Look at the first one on here, man. Up 95%. So awesome gap up. EVMN is the name of the ticker here. EVMN, so some kind of maybe pharmaceutical company, not sure. But look at it go up 99%, as high as 38 this morning, down to 33 right now. So a little bit of a pullback into its pre-market action. Started going around 7:30 this morning, so clearly some action on it. Low flow ticker, as you would suspect. Float on this one is 12.5, so be very careful if you are going to dabble in this one. John, not sure what's driving this, but clearly they have some good news they're celebrating at the moment.
Yeah, they got some good drug news. They announced, I love this word, unequivocally positive top line phase 2A results for EV0301 in moderate to severe atopic dermatitis. and plans to advance that further into testing. You know what's funny though? Saw the word dermatitis here. This one's popping up after I had already made my notes here, so I'm just picking it up now. But there's another stock on the list this morning, NKTR. I don't know if it's still on the gappers list. It was. And they also have atopic dermatitis news, which is interesting. And I think they're unrelated. So the world of atopic dermatitis is just on fire this morning. If you are afflicted by that, have hope. It's coming.
It's on the way. Here it is. NKTR is on the list as well as the next one actually. It is up 16.3 right now. Again, very light volume on the pre-market itself, but you can see here moving also up nicely. So again, not sure how well this is going to trade. Also low flow sitting at 18 million shares flow. So both of the first top ones, really low flow tickers. Again, for my strategies, these typically don't work very well. So I end up not putting them on the list. And today might be the same here. But I do like EVMN for a popcorn ticker. So I might put that there just as entertainment purposes and see where that goes this morning. Next on here is DDOG, which we've seen plenty of times in the past. If I could type that correct. What am I typing? DDOG. There it is. So DDOG, they are up this morning 16%, 2 million shares traded. Obviously some news for them. Most likely earnings. I haven't checked this one yet, but
Earnings, yeah.
yeah, we barely see them. You know, they barely make our list. They don't trail that well. But today,
Lot
they're in
of
play.
earnings this morning, Carlos.
Yeah.
We are in the thick of earnings season, and so there's a lot of it this morning. D-Dog's one of them. They reported earnings of 59 cents per share versus an expectation of 55 cents, so a beat there, and revenue of 914 mil versus 195 million, so a beat there. And or no, wait, did I read that right? Well, whatever. They had a double beat. But also raising guidance for the first quarter, I believe. So that's always the sweet spot. So D-Dog's having a great morning.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it on the list or not. John, will you this morning?
Maybe about the only time you trade D-Dog is after earnings. I said those numbers wrong. It wasn't 914 million versus an expectation of 195. I mixed up some numbers there. Just in case anyone's wondering, it wasn't a revenue beat of 4 times as much. That was a mistake. But will I trade it? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's been a long time, so I don't know what the spread is on D-Dog, or I'm not entirely familiar with how it moves. But again, on an earnings day, it's going to move probably well, at least in the first hour.
Yep.
Sometimes these stocks that we don't day trade much, after earnings, yeah, you get a half an hour of good play, and then they fizzle out, and then that's the way they are for the next 90 days. So
Yes, so true. This was no different. Again, today's their day. If they're going to be in play, they clearly got the volume. 2 million shares traded right now. They don't trade a whole lot throughout the day. You could tell here about 10. The highs I see is 10 million, 10 point something, and for the most part, they're down around. It looks like maybe 7 or so. But already 2 million on there. If you like it, put it in play. I think I'm going to find something better to look at today, so I'm going to keep this one off for right now. CRDO is next on the list. CRDO. CRDO. There we go.
yeah,
And
see,
yeah, go ahead.
oh, sorry. They announced preliminary revenue results for the third quarter, fiscal year 2026. Reported. What did they report? I just have written down that they reported third quarter results, but the company said it expects to report revenue in the range of 404 to 408 million, up from prior guidance of 335 to 345. That's quite an adjustment to their outlook, so that's good for them. Anticipates significant growth, projecting over 200% year-over-year revenue increase for the current fiscal year, with sequential growth expected in mid-single digits as they move into 2027. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I got a lot of notes here this morning. But yeah, they this is the kind of an inflection point perhaps for CRDO moving forward. This is a company that provides high-speed connectivity solutions for optical and electrical Ethernet, and in the States, Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, etc.
Okay. Getting a little bit of a pop here. I again these companies. That's just I don't know how well they're going to trade after the bell. Another one that doesn't get a whole lot of volume. The last couple of days, though, as you can see here, they've been somewhat moving, somewhat getting some attention. But again, I'm probably not going to watch this one, so I'll skip it. as well. All right, here's one that might be a good one for today. Normally does not trade very well, but today could be their day here. Spotify. We are up 10% this morning, 468,000 shares traded. Look at the nice move here in the pre-market hours. And wow, their daily's been somewhat interesting here. Look at the drop over the last couple of weeks, just down and down. Wow, they were as high as 780 something. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Again, it's a stock that barely gets volume. Like you look at the daily here, they're under 5.7. So we normally don't pull them up, but man, they were pretty high back down to 420 and now 457. What's the latest and greatest? Or not
This
so
could be good for
greatest?
Spotify. Yeah, they had earnings too, so 516 per share reported versus an expectation of 316. So they beat that by $2 per share. That's a big beat. And they beat on revenue as well, 5.27 billion versus 5.16. Most importantly, paid subscriber count grew 10% year over year. So they're growing, which I mean that's not a number. I guess that's a pretty good number. 10% year over year. You know, we see bigger growth in other
Hmm.
companies, and for some industries that's not going to sound like a lot, but I'm guessing there's been a lot of question as to whether Spotify will grow at all, and apparently they're still in the game, so that's really good news for them.
Yeah, they're a great service. I like them better than Apple Music. But the problem is, I already pay for Apple Music, it's including all my packages in the Apple ecosystem, that which they're so good at. So why would I pay for two different audio sources, right? I'm not gonna do that. I did for a while, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
this is stupid. Why I'm paying 15 here, 15
What do
here
you
doesn't
get
make any
Apple
sense.
Music through?
I got the Apple One, like it's like $30, right? 30 to
Uh,
$40, and you get everything. You get the Apple TV, which I gotta say, Apple TV, I'm enjoying the shows there. This Tehran
yeah,
show,
some good
oh,
ones.
they got some good shows, man. Tehran, I love that one. I'm still in season 2, so I'm behind a little bit. Season 3 just came out, so I started watching that again. Shrinking is awesome. I think it's hilarious. They got some good ones. I really enjoy what they do there. They don't have a lot, but what they do have, I do look forward to actually. Neighbors, who does not love Neighbors? I mean, that is pretty good as well, and funny as heck. So you got some pretty good stuff there. So yeah, with that package, you get also Apple Music, right? Data for the phones. So it's tough to go somewhere else when you got everything in one place.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
have to check that out because we're paying for Apple TV and Apple Cloud separately. But the
yeah,
thing is, we're a Spotify family, Carlos, and my son, who's the big music fan, has got us in this. He's the one who picked it.
Spotify
So
is
like,
good.
so I
Spotify
don't.
is very good.
Oh, damn these subscriptions.
Yeah. Yeah, Spotify is way better. I mean, their music selection makes sense. You know, Apple's getting better, but Spotify figured this out a long time ago, man. Long time ago.
Yeah.
And again, Apple's just so slow. Apple reminds me of like hospitals. You know, when you get new technology, they're very slow to implement it, right? It's like hospitals, like in the medical system, everything takes years to implement. They don't want to change anything. That's Apple. They're slow moving to the new stuff. And Spotify's been doing that. Like for example, you can select. I love Spotify. You can easily select. Take out explicit music. Very simple to do that. Apple does it now, but you got to go through like all these. Like, you got to be an engineer to find it. Like, come on, just put a button right there, like Spotify does, right? Why do you do that? It just doesn't make sense. But yeah,
Yeah.
Spotify today. Are you gonna have it on your list? I think I might have it on mine.
Yeah, again, I'll watch that. It's very expensive, even on its major weekly or year-long dip, whatever this is, at $464 a share. It's still very expensive, which means it'll have a big spread. It makes it a tricky day trading stock. So just pay attention to that. If you trade it this morning, if you're new to day trading, the spread is something you want to check before you take every trade. And I expect it to be a bit rough on this one.
Yeah, gonna put it on here again. A different style of trading on this one. The stop also, I'm sure, has to be somewhat wide as well. Got to give it some room. Reminds me a little bit of the more volatile stocks like a Meta, which can move quite a bit. You got to give it some room here. Yeah, C was great on Apple. Yeah, Apple TV shows they're awesome. C, I like that one too. That was pretty good. Different and yeah, some good stuff on there. All right, let's continue, friends. So that's Spotify. PHG. What do we have here? PHG. What's going on? We are up 7%, 232,000 shares traded. Very light volume. Looks foreign. Just looking at the daily here, how small these candlesticks are, how gappy it is, gapping up and down here. Yeah, it's probably not going to trade well. Very light volume on the daily. I'm not interested, man. I'm not sure what's going on with it, but definitely not interested.
Uh, they had earnings. This is a what is this? An oil company or something? Bringing it up right now. No, it's not. Not at all. What am I talking about? It's a health technology company in North America, Greater China, internationally. Diagnostic stuff. Yeah, they had earnings. Why trade this though, Carlos? There's gonna be such better stuff today, and this
Oh,
ain't gonna be
yeah.
it.
This is not it. Not gonna cut it. We'll leave that alone. Moving on down, I see you, Amy. Is that's a rare minerals one, right? You, Amy. Let's take a look. No, this is United States. What is this? United States. I don't know what this is. Is
It's
this
one of those words I wonder if I'm saying correctly.
Is
Antimony?
it
Is that how you say that?
antimony? I think you got it right. But what is it
I don't
though?
know. I don't
What
know.
is it steel? It's not steel. What is this
Uh,
stuff?
I will tell
American
you
Stock
in one
Exchange.
second. They sell antimony, zeolite, and precious metals in the United States and Canada. I
Okay,
apparently I've
so
got some precious metal Googling to do.
precious
I don't know.
metals. Okay.
What is
All right.
antimony? Sounds like something you pay your wife when you get divorced. What is antimony?
Yeah, sounds that sounds like a monthly fee I gotta give to my wife if I'm divorced. So true. That's alimony,
It's a
but
brit it's a brittle silvery white metalloid found in the Earth's crust. All right.
okay. All right. So then on the rare metals and things like that, right? Which is the only one on here today. I don't see where's the rest of the gang. They usually all move together. So only they are gapping up this morning. I don't think
Yeah,
it's a great
they do
intraday
have some
trader.
news.
Oh, okay. What they got?
They announced they have a new 49% joint owned 49% owned joint venture with America's Gold and Silver to build a state-of-the-art hydromet processing facility in Idaho. So there you go. But interesting thing there, not stock wise, but it's another metals processing manufacturing thing, being built in the United States. There's a big emphasis there. It's an interesting industry to watch going forward, not day trading wise, but perhaps otherwise.
Yeah. All right, there you go. If you guys like that one, again, typically these metals type companies, I have not been really keeping up with them or trading them. I tried to trade USAR and some other ones, and it just didn't go too well. Not as far as that I lost money, we just didn't find good opportunities. Like it didn't trade all that good. All right, let's do one more, then we'll hop around here. Let's do snow, because snow does come up on our list once in a blue here. Today is on here. This is Snowflake, up 5.5, 369,000 shares traded. The last couple of days, we've been seeing some good action out of it. Went from 205 all the way down to about 156, we'll call it, and then back up to 195. So it's clearly some movement here. We haven't seen this hit our gappers list in a while. But John, this is active today.
It is. I don't see any particular news for Snowflake this morning, so it just might be part of its run up here on the daily. It's just people getting excited about this V bottom, which is happening for sure down around 156, or
Yeah.
started down around 156. Now we're pushing possibly 190 today, so it's a pretty good recovery for Snowflake. It might just be some of that going on.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see again. I'm not gonna probably put it on the list. I think there'll be better things to look at. It is in play if you do like it. I know we have looked at it in the past, but I'm looking forward to some other things this morning, especially on the downside of things. All right, we'll stop here in the gap up. John, anything you like that maybe we haven't covered that might be either gapping up off this list or something you have in your end?
Did we talk OSCR?
No.
I can't remember. Yeah, so they had earnings. They reported a loss of $1.24 per share, expected a loss of 84 cents per share. Revenue was a miss as well. So it's a double miss. But I think this is the company I was thinking about when I was talking about another one. Yeah, when I was talking about the company that had an inflection point this year, I think I was thinking of Oscar Health, actually. Their outlook is quite good, according to their CEO. New suite of affordable products, agentic AI features, and exceptional member experience are driving record high membership, positioning them to achieve significantly improved financial performance in 2026. So the company feels bullish. They feel strong, but they did have a double miss here. So the fact that it's still it's rejecting that double miss and it's going higher anyway, that that news about the what could be in 2026 is really pushing it here. And it's been up higher this morning. It's been up more like above 14. So it's pulled back a bit. Could be a good
Yeah,
one.
it's funny. We clearly watched this before because I have levels for it. These are very old levels. I don't remember when we did that, but clearly we had it in play in the past. So it does have great volume. 3.2 million shares traded, up 5% this morning. I'm gonna put it on a secondary. Let's see where the volume, what the volume does when it does come in after the market opens. So on a secondary for now, it can trade well. Clearly, I got some levels on here, but we'll have to see a little bit later how that looks. All right, let's anything else, John?
I just want to point out Janine in the chat did find Snowflake news. She posted Snowflake rises 5.25% pre-market on Open AI partnership and AI product launches amid strong analyst support. So there is Snowflake news. Thank you, Janine. Appreciate that.
All right.
But on the gap upside for me, I'm going to check my own watch list here. No, things look pretty tame. PLTR might be interesting. That stock has a lot to gain back after recent drops, after earnings, and in the plunge that everyone else took over the last few days. Not well, last week, I guess. It's up 1.8% this morning. On my top 12 list, it's the one gapped up the most, so maybe interesting to watch, but I don't think it's anything news driven per se.
What was the ticker? I missed it.
PLTR, Palantir.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, PLTR is a favorite one of ours. We're always watching what it's doing. So yeah, it's up 1.8 here. Just short of our gappers list. Getting close to it if it gets above that 2%. It has the volume. And yeah, it's traded well yesterday. A lot of stuff traded well yesterday. NVIDIA. There's a lot of things
Actually,
that traded very
I'll
nice.
throw one more at you. Check out the
Yep.
daily on AMD. Also a stock, just like PLTR, that's given up a lot last week. There's a
Yeah.
lot to be gained here, but there's that big fat gap sitting there. That's interesting.
That is, man. I like that daily. And again, AMD has been trading nice. Another one that also traded well yesterday. Again, we had so many tickers that traded well yesterday. Me and Jared probably traded the least favorite one, CoreWeave. We did well, but man, after we looked at Nvidia, we're like, all right, we didn't do that well, you know. But yeah, CoreWeave, Nvidia, AMD, all trading very nice yesterday. We had a pretty good day. So, let's see here. I'm going to add AMD. I do like the way that looks as far as that daily and the gap that we have there. So I'm going to add that to the list as well. All right, friends, let's continue here. Let's see what we have gapping down this morning. And we have some big numbers here, 37, 22, 18, and then we go down to 10. But let's start with this TechX, the one leading the way on the gap down list this morning. These guys are down 37%. Oh, they're ugly. They're really ugly. 37%, 587,000 shares traded. And they just, yeah. What float is this? 10 million shares flow. So nothing to see here. Yeah, even their pre-market action now looks just brutal. So I don't like it.
Yeah, they did have some news. AstraZeneca discontinued a drug trial that TechX was working on. So, or if I'm understanding this correctly, AstraZeneca's discontinuation of relaxin mimetic AZD3427 trial due to efficacy concerns sparked pre-market plunge for TechX.
Yes, that garbage is correct, Mojito. That is correct. We'll leave that alone. All right, let's go to up WK. Upwork. Okay, so Upwork this morning we are down 22% on it, 720,000 shares traded. This is the hiring service, right? Like that other one that I forget the other one. This too is this one and another one that are pretty good. I guess they're not getting a lot of work here. What's going on?
They had earnings. Technically, it's a double beat. 36 cents per share versus 31 cents expected. 198.41 million in revenue versus 198.35. A little tiny beat there, but they lowered guidance. The guidance looks weak. The street was expecting. Let's see, is this for the first quarter? Yeah, first quarter revenue of basically 201 million. They're projecting 192 to 197, and earnings of 26 cents versus like 34 cents expected. So lower your guidance and lower you go.
Yeah. I mean, probably AI is taking a lot of the work. I mean, who's hiring people now to do very simple tasks, right? So we'll see. There's Upwork, friends. Continuing here, SPGI. SPGI. Wow, look at this drop, down 18%. So just started this morning around 7:15, 7:10. You see the drop there coming. 574,000 shares traded. The float on this one, let's take a look here. It's a massive float, 302. S&P Global. What is this? S&P Global.
They are the world's foremost provider of credit ratings, benchmarks, and analytics in the global capital and commodity markets.
Oh, that's interesting. Why such a bad hit? What's driving them lower
They have,
today?
I don't have much on them except they did have earnings and they missed on earnings per share. They beat on revenue. I'm wondering if there's more news about guidance, perhaps. I'm going to guess weak guidance, but I'm not sure. I can't really pull it out here.
Yeah, I definitely a big drop here, guys, down 16%. I'm interested. I'm interested to see how this looks a little bit later. It's a higher price stock, so you got to be careful with it. They don't get a lot of volume. Like even some of their biggest days, if you look at it here, they're down. They're up at only by 6.7 million for the entire day. So not a whole lot. And prior to that, they were just getting nothing. So clearly they saw something coming here in the radar, and people started bailing on it. And today they're seeing the massive hit. So not looking so hot here. How tradable is going to be, I'm not sure. I do like the drop, so maybe in a secondary next to Oscar Health here. We'll put this one on a secondary, SPGI, and we can always come back to that one. So like what I'm seeing there so far in the pre-market. All right, friends, let's see what else we have here. DC, what's going on with DC this morning? These guys are down 10%. Float on this was 91 million. Oh, this is gold. Is this related to the gold and all that stuff? Is gold and silver down today, or this is something different? I'm not sure because we got so many tickers that are gold mining related. So I'm not sure if this is the case with this one, but down 10%. Volume looks horrible though. Look at the daily here, under 2.8 for months on end. So yeah, I'm not gonna like this. I'm not gonna watch this. I'd rather watch an NVIDIA or a Tesla. I'm gonna have better opportunities watching that stuff do something than this right here. So won't be on my list. John, anything you want to share on it?
No, they had a public offering of stock. I think that news is from yesterday. I wouldn't trade it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. All right, let's see. Let's do two more. Actually, three more. Because I want to get down to HIMS, and then we'll hop around a little bit. So let's do Hog, Fish, or Fizz, and then HIMS. Let's go Hog first. And what we got going on here, this is Harley Davidson, and what we have is a drop of 9.7, 343,000 shares traded so far. We've seen this many times in our gap up list. I don't think I have ever traded it. I think the trading action is not great. Doesn't get a whole lot of volume. So I don't think I ever actually put on a trade when it came to Harley Davidson. I had him on the list before, but never actually traded. I'm not sure about you, John. What's your thoughts on it, and will you have it on your list this morning?
I've never traded it. I always hope the best for Harley Davidson, but they had terrible earnings. Reported a loss of $2.44 per share when the expectation was only a loss of 92 cents. They missed revenue by quite a bit as well. The kids don't want to drink beer. The kids don't want to go outside, Carlos, and the kids sure don't want to buy motorcycles, and that's going to be a problem for Harley Davidson going forward.
And definitely not a Harley. they're buying like an electric bike or something, like an e-bike. They're not buying this.
If we can't get a Budweiser to their lips, they're not getting on a.
They're not getting on this. No way. Now it's funny. I was thinking about the kids earlier, and I wonder how do they even have TVs in their house? Like I remember growing up, man. We had a TV in almost every room, right? Every room, at least three. I only have one TV in my house. So it's probably only I could see the kids not even having TV. They just have tablets and computers, right? Now I do have like 7 monitors, right? With between the gaming setup and my trading setup, like my wife's setup. There's like 7 monitors in the house. There's 2 computers. There's 3 laptops, but there's only one TV. I was thinking about that in the Super Bowl. We only have one TV here. So
it's interesting you mentioned that, Carlos, because when I was a kid in the 80s, in the early 90s, to have a TV in your room was like to make you a king as a kid, right? That was a big accomplishment to have your own TV in your room. I had my parents' old black and white TV when I was a kid because it was still a TV, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
I could
of course
tune it in and watch Oh my God, I'm
You had you
dating
had the
myself.
you had
I'd
the
watch like
dial
Johnny
that the
Carson in
tack
my
tack tack
bed.
tack. Did you have
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dial? Yeah,
yeah, it had
yeah,
terrible dial. The
yeah.
reception was bad. But my kids don't even ask to have a TV in the room. They
No,
never really
they don't
did.
care
I
about
think
it.
maybe once or twice, but it wasn't a big deal, right? They have a screen right in front of their face, and
Hmm.
I get it. Yeah.
It's not
I
a
think
thing
we
anymore.
effectively have one TV as well that anyone watches. We have a
Yeah,
nice big one up in our bonus room, but nobody ever goes up there.
yeah. Same here. I have one in the living room, and that's it. We got the big one there, and there's no other like second 32-inch TV. Everybody had a 32-inch TV in their bedroom. Don't do that anymore. Very interesting. All right, so Harley Davidson taking a hit here, guys. Again, normally doesn't day trade very well, so we're going to keep this off the list on my end as well. Let's get down to HIMS. I want to see what HIMS is doing. HIMS, obviously, with some devastating news yesterday that she's getting crushed, the lawsuits, everything just going against them. But you know what? They didn't. Let me see how they ended up. When I was watching them, they didn't do anything. And that was our concern, that they had this big drop, this big gap down, NVO going the other way, and they did nothing for the first hour or two, right? Just back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, they did break out here and gain some ground, but now they're down again, down 4.4. So, as much as you guys are mentioning this one, as much as it might be a good one today, you might just get stuck in chop again until they figure out what's the next step here. Look at the volume yesterday, 144 million. So tons of volume as this just continues receiving bad news. So I'm not sure if anything else has shaken out on him, John, as with regards to their lawsuit, their drug being stopped. What's going on there?
It sounds like nothing good. Shares are falling after Bank of America cuts price target to $21, which now it's even below. Um, and flags heightened FDA related risk to GLP-1 business. The company is halting sales of its compounded Wegovy pill following an FDA probe and faces a Novo Nordisk federal patent infringement law. So I guess that's the one you're talking about. So yeah, it's just hard times for him here. It's hard to
Yeah,
sell a fat drug, anti-fat drug.
yeah. Not looking good here at the moment. So I don't know. Secondary guys, I don't think, again, it was so bad yesterday, the first couple of hours. It might get better later in the day. So if you are trading later in the day, definitely keep an eye on it. I'm going to put it on here just to check it out and see how things are going. I like the volume we're getting this morning. It does have potential to actually move here. And now it's looking better than yesterday because we got potential to actually go and retest these lows here if we are going to continue to gap down here. So we at least have some ranges we can play off this morning. It might actually be better than yesterday. So yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on it. But on the secondary list for now, we'll always come back to it and see what takes place. All right, friends, that kind of covers a lot of the stuff on the gap up and gap down. John, there's some other stuff on here like CRL, Oracle was also nice yesterday. Anything you like in the gap down that we haven't covered?
Yeah, my list was much shorter, so I haven't checked much of these, but no, I don't see anything sticking out there. You've got your MSTR and your BMNR possibly moving on, just the crypto volatility lately. Um, yeah, no, I don't think so. Let me go down my list. Coin on my list, my top 12, I have coin. It's down, it's the biggest gap down, but only at 1.9%, but that's another crypto related stock, obviously. Yeah, I don't see anything standing out.
All right. Yeah. Same here. We're gonna start looking at some of what you guys have on your list, friends. So get ready. We'll start here in our chat room, and then we'll look at YouTube and X as well, and see what tickers we have here. Let's see here. Just gonna click in the chat here. Make sure I can see what's going on. Mr. David on TV on X says he always had a TV. I mean, yeah, I always had a TV, but we just have one. I remember it's always like two or three. We just have one, you know. All right, DDOG. All right, people like DDOG. Let's take a look at it again. What's going on with DDOG here? Yeah, it's clearly in play, guys. I mean, how well it's going to trade, who knows? Clearly in play. If you like it, put it on the list. I mean, I can put it on a secondary. We don't have a whole lot that we're looking at, so we can take a look at it in the secondary. And the reason for me for putting it there is because a few times I watched this one, I just didn't find any opportunities, right? So I don't think it day trades very well. But today's their day. They're up 13%. They got 2.4 million shares traded. If they're going to do anything today is the day, right? So let's see what they bring out here. NVIDIA was awesome yesterday, friends. What a move. Today, again, they're getting volume this morning, 2.6 million shares traded. This is yesterday's action. They got going very, very early on. Andrew, if you guys was watching him live on the chat room, took a long like here or here, somewhere in this area. I mean, it was just an awesome, awesome trade, right? So, beautiful breakdown using Market Atlas to be able to get that trade and stay in it all the way to 190. So that was pretty nice. So again, today looking very active. I am going to add it next to my list. I think both AMD and NVIDIA are worth having on the list this morning. Upward looks good. Flow kind of high. Yeah, we looked at Upwork earlier. I personally don't like it, Steve, but it is in play today. Where's Upwork? Here it is. Upwork. So again, low volume right now. Well, not low volume, low movement, right? You got the initial drop, and we just haven't done anything ever since. So we'll have to wait for the market open to see what we're going to get out of here. So big drop after on earnings last night. We'll see how it looks later today. But if you guys are watching, if you see something great on it, please let me know. Call it out, and we'll see if we can take advantage of it. What I usually see with these type of tickers, like we saw with HIMS yesterday, right? The same thing. With these type of tickers, you're going to probably get the action maybe later in the day, right? HIMS did the same thing. It dropped in the morning and then just went sideways like the first 2 hours. So that's my window, right? So usually for my window, it might not be good. For anyone trading, after 12 into later parts of the day can have a really good opportunity. So keep that in mind when I'm putting this watch list together here, Spotify, AMD, NVIDIA. I'm thinking about a couple of things that just relate to my strategies, the window I'm going to be trading, and the things I'm looking for. Does not mean that later in the day they're not going to be awesome and can trade very well. So keep that in mind as we're putting this list together. All right, you mentioned Netflix. What is Netflix up to today? Look at Netflix doing some stuff. Got a little bit of a pop here this morning. Up almost 1%. Some volume coming in here in the last 2 minutes or so. 10 minutes or so. So I'm not sure what this means. Any news? Who brought this up? Will? Any news on Netflix? That might be
Netflix.
doing
Let's
something
see
here.
here.
Is the Warner Brother things done? Are they getting that already? Is that handled? Or are we still messing
That I
around
don't
with that?
know. I don't see any news for Netflix though. How much is it up or down?
No, it's only up 1%, less than 1%.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not doing much. So not doing much there. Uh, okay. All right. So we'll. Again, I don't. Something's clearly happening. I don't see anything great right now. I do like their daily though. Their daily, here kind of finding some support. I mean, they've been dropping quite a bit. If you guys see here if you back up a little bit, they've been as high as 130. A couple of months ago. Then really lost it between December and now. So really lost it here, down at 82. Trying to find some support. Could be a good one for a possible play here, but I don't see anything great on it right now. Maybe a possible, but I think I'll watch something more exciting like a Tesla or something instead. So keep an eye if you do like it. AVGO by Brian. We'll do a few more here. Then we head over to our community events and announcements. AVGO this morning, we're up 1%. Right now, 445,000 shares traded. Again, the least of my favorite tickers when it comes to tech. A big day yesterday, like many techs had. Just look at it go here. Just beautiful, beautiful breakout. Nice pullback to the V up and then continuation. So you got a couple of opportunities here to play on this one. But again, it's the least of my favorite. But in play today, if you have space for it, definitely watch it. TSM, what is TSM up to? Very similar to what NVIDIA did yesterday. So again, we're capping up 2.5 on it, though. Look at the daily on this one. That's all-time highs on TSM? TSM is...
Yeah, they actually
is.
hit the list this morning.
Huh.
52-week high as January revenue jumps basically 37% year over year, topping its full year growth outlook. Unveils a 2026 strategy with 45 billion in capital spending plus a major management reshuffle to accelerate capacity expansion and leadership transition. TSM is on the move, Carlos.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's rocking here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the list here. Maybe a secondary. I got so much tech stuff. My favorite are gonna be AMD and NVIDIA. They're trading so well, so I'm gonna stick with those two. But TSM, I mean, I like the gap up here into all-time highs. That's always nice. All All right, friends. I think I like my list. Spotify, AMD, NVIDIA. What else? Anything else that we might have missed? Microsoft. Microsoft, yeah, Microsoft's got a nice. See, Microsoft, I think it was overreaction on this gap down. I think clearly an overreaction. They're kind of recovering here a little bit. So, as far as day trading, I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure on it. So, well, I'll keep my list tight for now. All right, I'm gonna ask some more. I might even move him so some other ones up from the secondary list to my primary. But right now, Spotify, AMD, and Nvidia. We'll find something else. Let's take a look at Tesla, of course. How can we not look at Tesla? Yesterday, again, everything going northeast yesterday. So yesterday, Tesla, same thing. Took a bit to get going. Eventually, did break out really nice here. This morning, we are not getting much. Very light volume. 686,000 shares traded. Not doing a whole lot today, looking very similar to a lot of these companies are doing as far as movement. So again, I don't see anything great. Try to keep it off the list for now. Apple, same thing. Apple's not doing a whole lot. Pretty quiet right now, slightly below the previous day close. So not a lot to see. So we'll see. Let's see how this market develops and what stocks start to get the volume. I'll look at the scanners and see if anything hits the turbo breakup and turbo breakdown off the trading terminal list, and if I can get any ideas of anything to watch on there. Oh yeah, Big T Trader over on YouTube. PLTR is another one that I did want to add here. They got some good volume. They're up 2%. Yeah, I'm gonna add PLTR. That could be another good one here. All right, we'll stop
I had
here.
a
Let's
great
head
trade
over.
on PLTR yesterday. So
Oh, you
I
did?
think if
At
you're
what
gonna have
time?
any, yeah. Good question. It was a high day break. I could probably pull up a chart and pull it out for you, but
Yeah,
um,
nice.
well, let me see. Yesterday, yeah, I missed the whole morning because my cleaners came late to my house because I guess of the Super Bowl or something. I don't know. So
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even get to my desk until I don't know. It was later in the morning. So
hmm Everybody was late yesterday, John. I went to take the kids, man, and the roads were clean. Everybody was either running late or everybody was just took off, right? And it's a day is where everybody says it should be a holiday. It should be a federal holiday. Like just why not? The day after the Super Bowl, federal holiday. Keep everybody home. So we can party
or
until later.
Carlos, move the Super Bowl to Saturday. Just move it to Saturday.
Why we yes. Why can we not do that? What is the
We have
big deal?
plenty of games. We have plenty of playoff games on Saturdays now. We have even some regular season games. Just call it Super Bowl
Move
Saturday.
it.
It rolls off the lips the same way Super
Yeah.
Bowl Sunday does. Just give us a
Yeah.
break. It's like having the
Ex-
college football championship on Monday night. Like, are you kidding me?
That's the
Like,
stupidest thing ever. Yeah.
it's so lame. I can't stand
Yeah.
it. I know there's a reason why economically they do that to make more money somehow. I don't know. Don't remember what it is, but it kills me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go, man. Things that weird things that people do. All right, let's go in here, head over to barebulltraders.com, friends. You can always see what's happening here by clicking on webinars. If I go to the right page, here it is. Click on webinars and you can see what's happening in our community. You can scroll down and see every day all the schedules that we have lined up. Today's Tuesday, so we'll focus on what's taking place today.
And if I hadn't closed my web page, I'd be reading them right now. Here it is. All right, so Tuesdays. So let's start in what we're going to get to first today. We're going to have Phil's session on small account options trade book. That happens every week. That's a great session. And then also every week, and that's for elite members, by the way. I should point out which is for which. So Phil's session is for elite members. You need that level of membership to go to the small account options trade book session. But at noon today, right when that one ends, we do have for all members in the onboarding room, Brendan doing DOS trader setup and basics for new traders. Great session. Always, DOS is a tricky program to get going at first. It will make you scratch your head when you first put it on your computer. So if you're in that part of your life, go ahead and check out Brendan's class on DOS Trader Pro Setup and Basics. And then tonight we have Thor talking trading futures with Atlas, a structured approach to market analysis. This webinar is going to focus on how to effectively trade futures markets using the Atlas platform as a core analytical framework. This is great. Always have people curious about futures. It's a asset that's maybe not as popular in our community, but definitely popular in day trading. And then combining it with Atlas, which is the book, the level 2 visualization function that we have built into tradingterminal.com, very popular. So putting those two together to see what they can tell us about the market. That's tonight at 8 p.m. for elite members. And then next week, we have Zach Marr talking using footprint charts to find high quality reversals. I'm going to go check that one out for sure, because that's, again, communities tend to have a sort of vibe and things that they're into and things that they don't follow as much. And in Bearable Traders, we are not a big footprint chart community, I don't think, but it's kind of like a real fundamental aspect of trading. It's something you might want to know about. So that could be a really good session. So busy Tuesday.
All right, there you go, friends. If you want to learn how to join, here's how you would do that.
Yep. And if you would like to go to those sessions, minus Brendan's, which is open to everybody, but if you want to go to all of those, you're going to need an elite access of membership. You can do that on a monthly basis of $199 per month, or go ahead and get that elite annual, which is on big time sale right now. Thanks to our Valentine's Day sale, you can use the code LOVE50 to get that heavy discount so that your elite annual will be just under $1,200 there. But if you're not ready for all that, you can definitely come check us out in a more basic fashion. Go ahead and try that intro access to Bearable Traders, $39 per week, or for $39 for 1 week access, excuse me. You get access to the chat room, our basic courses, and that onboarding session, and Brendan's session as well.
All right, there you go, my friends. All right, everyone. Also, reminder for this year, if you do join on the Elite Annual, you will get a free funded account with this package here, right? So that's part of it there for a limited time, right? For a limited time. So into codes roll out. So if you are interested in that and you want to try out the funded account, you can do so. And the funded account, I'm going to give you a code. You don't have to. They're going to give you a code. You don't have to start it right away, right? So if you want to come in here, learn for about 3 months, then start your funded account, you can do that. You can activate it when you're ready for those 90 calendar days. So if you want to join that, take an advantage and do that there.
Yeah, that's big. I'm sorry I missed out, Carlos.
No, it's okay, man. Yeah.
You can get your whole elite annual back using that funded account.
Yes, you can. And have you seen the payouts? The payouts are updated here on the website. They just did this a few days ago. And you can see, if I can get to it, let me just take this off. Here it is. You go to your dashboard, Bearable Traders, you can see some of the payouts people are getting. Like, these are some really nice numbers. Like, hey, you come in here, you make $3,000, right? You pay for your 300, the value for 300, in some case if you want it free, and you put some in your pocket. So, I mean, why not? Why not? So, good job, guys. Congrats for those that have received the payout.
And I'll give you some advice Andrew doesn't want me to give out. Here's some advice in your funded account. It's 90 days long, right?
Yes.
Make your goal to make $1,200 from your account. Just make that. You get your elite annual money back for yourself. You can have a free year of Bearable Traders. Yeah. Andrew's not going to want to hear me saying that, but you don't have to go for 10,000 in the first week. It's not necessary. It's 90 days. You got the account. Little bites.
I cannot stress that enough. I mean, I'm gonna go to my trading account right now. Let me go to my trading terminal account. I have one. I got my funded account, and I'm up like $700. Yeah, I'm not swinging for the fence. I'm trading small, actually. I'm trading pretty small. So I'll show you here. Here's my simulator. There you go. I'm up $800. Trading small. I'm going in here. I'm not doing buy max. I'm not blowing the doors. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just going, by 25, 50% of the buying power. And that's it. As I increase, then I can add more. I can risk more. But you don't got to go crazy here, right? So we'll see if we try to take a trade here today as well. Move that up a little higher. All right, friends. Let's get some levels in place as we get ready for the market open. Right now, my list, Spotify, AMD, NVIDIA, PLTR. I like this list. And then if you guys see something else like a Tesla or a DDOG or any of this other stuff moving, please let us know. We'll take a look at it as we're trading live for you this morning on YouTube. All right, high of the pre-market on Spotify, 485.13. The low of the pre-market is slamming into the previous day close in these levels over here. So we're not going to worry too much about that. As we look at the bigger time frames here, you can see the highs and lows creating some good stuff right on there. So big pop for them after sliding quite a bit here. Let's see if this can continue. Where the price action is right now, 464.97. That is a level. We're going to put one there. Keep in mind, the stock can move. Like, look at some of these candles are $5, right? So we're going to take very little shares and wide stops if we do decide to take a trade on here. You do not need to take 1,000 shares on something like this, right? Be very, very careful. 439.25 is another level here, just above some of the levels we have there. And then towards the top, in case we do continue to recover here, nice level at 503. Got a couple of days opening and closing right around that area. So really like the pre-market action this morning. They got some good movement on there. Let's see if that can continue into the market open. Next is AMD, friends. AMD, very similar to what some of these other stocks have been doing. They got the sell-off, and like NVIDIA too, they got the sell-off and then kind of like a V recovery in the last couple of days. AMD looks cleaner because of this gap that John was just talking about, right? So this is interesting here on the daily. Looks much cleaner than, for example, like an NVIDIA. Look how choppy NVIDIA has been. That's why we haven't touched it as much, right? But today, going to be on the list because they have been trading a little bit better. I have the pre-market on AMD, 218.04 into this gap. We do have some areas we do want to mark down right here, 225.56. And then we also have 234.80. Towards the bottom, highs and lows for the last two trading days, doing an amazing job. You do not need to add anything else. And NVIDIA is going to be almost the same situation here, moving higher in the last 2 days, a much messier daily, as you can see there. Let's actually get rid of some of the stuff, clean that up a little bit. High of the pre-market, 192.19, and the low of the pre-market, 190.37. So towards the bottom, same thing, highs and lows, got the major levels covered. You can see them right on there, pretty nice. We just focus more on the top, right? Look at this area here, great level of resistance. We've been struggling getting above that, but if we are able to do that, we do have 195.80, and then we also have 198.95. So that's NVIDIA looking pretty good there. Same thing with PLTR, little bounce in the last couple of days towards the bottom. Highs and lows doing a great job. We're just going to mark down the low of the pre-market at 143.80. High of the pre-market above some of the highs and lows for the last two trading days at 146.29. And then here we have 150.64, and then right here 155.60. So there's our levels, friends, for my 4 stocks today. John, what is our team watching in the chat room this morning?
Let's see. We got a lot of tickers in here. Jared's watching DDOG and Spotify. Secondary oversold rebounds on software as a service stocks. So you'll be checking out those as well. I guess he's adding AMD as well. Brenda's looking AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla, MSTR, Megan, AMD, Tesla, Oracle. Andrew, DDOG, NKTR. He's going to jump on that hand grenade for us. PLTR, TSM, and NVIDIA. Gary, DDOG, Snow, and Spotify. Brian, Tesla, NVIDIA, AMD, DDOG, Roblox. There's a weird one. SPY and the Qs. I'm going to be watching, I guess, PLTR, AMD, and NVIDIA. I think are the ones I'm most curious about.
All right, friends, there you have it. Have an amazing trading day in the chat room with Andrew and Brian up next live here in the chat, my friends. If you want to join those guys, you could do so. Head over to bearwithtrades.com. If you're on X or on YouTube, you can join those guys and watch them trade live. So take care, friends. We'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, let's get set. We can continue here on X and YouTube. Let's get everything set up and good to go. How did Andrew find this one? NKTR.
That was on our list.
It was. Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know if we covered it.
We didn't talk about this one. I don't know.
Oh, this is the other atopic dermatitis drug. Remember I said there were 2 companies with atopic dermatitis news?
Oh, yes. Yes, this was the other one. Yeah, you're right. We did mention it. Okay. There we go.
I wonder if I have atopic dermatitis. I get these terrible skin rashes on my fingers sometimes. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I got it traveling to El Paso a couple weeks ago. I got on the plane. I had my wedding ring on like I always do, and my fingers kind of swelled up, and this skin just like rubbing against the ring caused this terrible rash the whole time I was traveling.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it sucks. It's me problems.
Yeah. For me, it's just the dry hands, man. The wintertime now, the hands are just cracked and so dry, man. You got to get the lotion going. So it's and I drink a lot of water, so that's not it, but it's just been so cold, man. So
sometimes in the winter, yeah, you get the double-edged sword of it's so dry, but also it's the time everyone's sick, so you want to wash your hands enough, during flu
wash
season.
your hands constantly. Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff.
And who wants moisturizer on their hands? I can't stand that. Like, I don't want
the lotion. The lotion.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I do it. I don't love it, but you got to get ones that are not too like watery, right? Is that me going off? That is me. Where's my phone? Somebody keeps coming to the front door. Um, but yeah, it's a pain in the butt. Um, let's see here. What else? What else, friends? We are. Oh, we got a few El Paso, Texas members in the chat. Where's everyone from? What states? But just put the state. I want to see where everybody's from. Let's take a look. Wish you could have uh, a poll, but you can't put all the states in. You can only do 4 when you do a poll on YouTube. Montana, Croatia, Nueva York, New York, UK, Ontario, Nova Scotia. Oh, nice. That's looks beautiful, man. I fly there in the simulator. Oh, it looks amazing, Nova Scotia. This looks awesome. It's all the green, and you got all these rivers that run through. It looks amazing. That could be a fun place to go to. All right, we got New Mexico, Florida, Utah, but I grew up in New Jersey. All right, Erica, nice, nice. Tennessee, California.
See some New Englanders in there. I saw Vermont,
Oh, yes,
Massachusetts.
yes. Colorado, Alabama, Kenya. Wow, nice. Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut's close depending where you are in Connecticut. Yeah, it's close. Mississauga, nice. Yeah, Chris MC. I love my sim, man. I love aviation. I got my whole sim set up and everything. Okay,
That
wow.
might
We
be
got
my thing someday, Carlos. When my kids move out, I'm going to be
yeah.
contacting you for some
Oh, it's
equipment and software tips.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, man. A lot of people from Vancouver, Germany. I want to take a flight to Germany just so I can get on the 747. This is a Lufthansa 747 that flies out of Newark. Um,
I see it flying over my house sometimes. Yeah.
yeah, it's massive, man. I seen it take off a couple of times, so I want to take that.
Let me
Goes
ask you a
to
question,
Germany.
Carlos.
Yeah.
So let's hypothetical scenario. You're in a Cessna.
Hmm.
What is it? 172? That's the common one, right?
That's the common one. Yeah.
All right. So you're up there with a guy giving you a joyride. He's kind of showing you the controls and stuff. You're having a good time. He has a heart attack, slumps over. He's
Yeah.
out. What's your confidence level to get that plane on the ground after all your sim time?
Oh man. Yeah, I think it's pretty high. I think
You think you could?
I think I'll get
I
it
think you
down. Yeah.
could.
It won't be a
I think
good
you could do it.
landing. It
Yeah,
won't be a smooth like smooth landing. It's gonna be hard. We might break the landing gear, but we'll get it down somewhere. We'll
you
we'll get it
understand the
down.
six pack though. You know how to read all those
Yeah,
instruments,
yeah,
keep it
yeah.
level.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, keep
I
it
think you could
level.
do it.
I think I
I
could do
think
it,
you could
man.
do it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah. Uh, uh, um, yes, I have to do it before they retire the 747. That's why I have to do. I have to go to Germany just because eventually I won't have the opportunity to do it, right? So I got to make sure I get that in, um, because their time is numbered for sure. All right, friends.
I flew
Ten
on one
seconds.
from Germany to the States. Oh,
Oh, you
yeah.
did. Oh,
I did.
nice.
It might have been Lufthansa, but I had my kid was like 6 months old. It was a nightmare, so I didn't really get to enjoy the plane. But
Yes, that's not easy at that age when they're that age. All right, friends. Market is open. Let's see where the action is this morning. We got our 1 minute. We got our 5 minute. Let's rock and roll, friends. Let's see what we got. Spotify. If you see something great, let us know. As you guys know, if you're new to the channel, I usually wait about 5 minutes or so unless I see a 1 minute engulfing pattern, right? So 1 minute engulfing pattern, I will take that. But for the most part, I'm waiting for that 5 minute RB, and then we'll look for a VWAP breakout. So focus in, no FOMO, no pressure. Wow, look at AMD go. Very nice.
yeah, I'm also waiting generally 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll take an entry on the fifth 1 minute candle, which technically would be before 5 minutes, but I'm gonna let things play out a bit here. Tesla's having a strong open here. But hitting some key levels, pre-market high and yesterday's high. So we'll see if it can push through there or not.
All right, friends. Market Atlas on deck. So we'll be taking a look at what Market Atlas does here. Helped us out a lot with CoreWeave yesterday. Really, really did. So Loving that software. Oscar Health on the secondary moving. DDOG not getting the volume just yet. PLTR, what do we got here? PLTR, seeing some weakness on PLTR. Let's see what Atlas looks like on PLTR. Oh, looks nice. Looks very bearish. Come on.
So Michael Burry gives a price target of PLTR of something like $60. He thinks it's gonna
Really?
it's gonna go down. Yeah, he thinks everything's
Even
gonna
after
go
the
down.
CEO's comments of this is the best company ever.
Yeah, that didn't get it far.
uh,
That guy, man. Oh man. I don't know what to make of him. I like him a lot sometimes, and then other videos I see of him, I'm like, I don't know. Strange cat. I love Palmer Luckey. He's my favorite tech guy.
all right. PLTR pulling back a little bit here, but Atlas is looking rather bearish on this one. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see what it does here. Backup of the VWAP. I missed the 1 minute ORB here. So that's a quick engulfing, very, very quick. But if we reject off the VWAP, I might consider a short here. Here's what the Atlas looks like, friends. So you can see here, tons of orders towards the bottom here, 143, 142.90, and you also got 142, 141.90. Not a whole lot. Oh, it's changing now. Got some stuff coming up towards the top here. So as it hit the VWAP, oh, hold on a second. I messed up the focus. As it's in the VWAP, you're seeing some of that. Oh, that's a beautiful rejection. Oh, that happened quick on the PLTR.
The chop here so far, Qs look terrible, SPY looks terrible, a lot of upper and bottom wicks on all these candles.
Oh, all right, all right. I missed my opportunity to jump on this thing. It happened so fast. I had no time to get in there. So I'll just relax now. Wait for 5 minute RB. Let's see if there's the 5 minute RB opportunity on PLTR. But I like the way it's trading. I like the volume too, man. It's moving really nice. Still looks very bearish on the Atlas. So we're ready for it. This thing is not going to wait 30 more seconds before dropping 140, 143.80. I'm going to go short now, guys. I'm anticipating the drop. I don't think it's going to wait the 5 minutes here. It's done the pullbacks here and here. So again, not technically a 5 minute ORB, but it's just the price action looks very good for a drop here. So let's see if we could break this 143.81. Again, anticipating the 5 minute ORB. Let's see if we can get some of those orders down there, 142.90. So
it's right at the pre-market low. So if you can get through that, that'd be good.
yeah,
And then you have PDC, but that level might try to hold it.
yeah. Let's see if we could break down.
I'm long some Tesla here, which I tried earlier, and I took a loss. So let's see if I can get this to work this time. This is not the best looking chart I've ever seen, but so far so good.
Let's see.
425 will
out.
probably be a big level just because of that $5 level. Let's see if we can push up to that.
We're
Right,
at VWAP,
nice.
so we're getting out of my trade. Should have waited for the 5 minute. Got a little bit trigger happy on it, but you can see here at the VWAP we're stopping out on it. And then you say you're long Tesla?
Yeah, I'm long at 423.68. This may just come back and stop me out at break even, but I'm moving my stop to break even now because I don't want to get caught in a rejection of this breakout. That's not where you want to be. I could
Yeah.
take this money now and call it like a minimum profit target. I'd kind of like to see another dollar on it. That might be being a bit greedy here. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, if it can hold, if it can hold, I mean, no doubt for Tesla. You know, it's
I know, but it's a matter of like
difficult.
Carlos. I've had so many. I'm not having trouble finding the breakouts initially. I'm having trouble finding things that carry. So
Yeah,
like the problem I've been having the past few weeks is like normally a stock is good for more, and they just don't want to do it these days. So like when I see my minimum profit target, it's like it's a lot of like you should have taken that. So it's been a very difficult. It's been a difficult time for me, Carlos. I don't want to put my problems on all of you, but
yeah, yeah. I had a difficult time in January. January towards the end, it was rough. We had a couple of days where we just couldn't get again that continuation. We couldn't get the continuation. Wow, look at NVIDIA.
the market's totally against me right now, which sucks because like this could
Yeah,
be a good
yep.
idea, but the SPY dropping is going to stall me out. This drives me absolutely bonkers because I've had so many correct decisions lately, but every time I look at the SPY, it's keeling over.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it drives me
Uh,
nuts.
NVIDIA's got a nice drop here. Also put in actually a great 5 minute ORB as well. Better pullback. This is why you gotta wait. Could have waited here. This would have been nice. OTR not doing anything, just choppy right now, so we'll leave it alone. Hims actually traded well. Had it on my secondary list. Look at the nice breakout on Hims here.
There you go,
Um,
Carlos. Stopped at a break even every
oh, he
freaking time.
did. Ah,
Every
sucks.
time. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, I'm not listening to my own self. I gotta start taking the less money. I'm telling you. That's a great
yeah. Got
breakout. Killed by the SPY. I'm so sick of this happening.
Nvidia looks good. AMD choppy right now. AMD's 5 minute looks interesting too. So very choppy at the moment. Um, Spotify just not getting the volume. The two interesting ones for me are NVIDIA and POTR for the way I like to trade. These two are the ones that I like to set up right now. POTR still looks bearish. I like POTR short, man. What's the next level? What do we have? Previous day close. All right, one more shot on POTR. Let's see a little bit better entry. Stop 145, 15, just around the same area. A little bit higher because I got a better entry. Let's see if we can break the slow now. So back in it, it does look very bearish. At least to 142.90. So let's see if we could break this. So we're back in. This 143.81 is giving us a tough time, and that is here. That is the low of the pre-market, I believe. So that's giving us a really hard time. Let's see if we could break this. Short Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia was good. If you took it off the VWAP here, this was nice. It's a nice drop. Where's my phone keeps going off? I don't know where I put my phone. Like I have no idea what I did with it.
You're making me think my wife is texting me. It's freaking me out.
Yeah. I'm gonna go look for it. I think I probably left it on the desk or something because I keep hearing it. It's just bugging me. All right, let's see. POTR's got to drop 143.81. We have to break this here. You made money on NKTR. What did it end up doing? Andrew had this on his list.
He did, yeah.
Quick pop. Yep, I see that. Um, Volume is tricky on this one though. Volume is a little tricky on this NK TR, so careful. All right, POTR is dropping.
Nvidia's gone into the red.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if we let me go get this phone. I keep getting messages and dings and all kinds of stuff. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm watching Tesla here. I mean, technically I'm watching a bunch of stuff, but I'm kind of most interested in Tesla, but I'm trying to be careful because sometimes you take a couple trades on the stock and you get a little bit infatuated with what it's going to do and you think it's better than it is. So I'm going to try not to get sucked into Tesla unnecessarily, but not much else is looking good for me. Apple might push the pre-market high here, which isn't far from the high a day. It's up at 275. That's kind of interesting. And everything else is really pulled back. So what I can do this time of morning is I'm just going to set a bunch of alerts on these stocks. I already have one on Apple, but I'm going to set a bunch of alerts on everything I'm watching. So that way, if anything comes near its high of day, I just get alerted automatically. So let me do that now. All right, we're all alerted up here. I'll go down the secondary list and see what else were people liking this morning. Do I dare look at NKTR? I agree with Carlos. The volume on this looks not so great. Maybe some of the earning stocks will put an alert on Spotify below the pre-market high and the high day there. And then what was the other one? Spotify. Somebody else had earnings. That reminds me of Spotify. Spotify. Oh, DDOG. DDOG, DDOG, DDOG. Gonna get an alert on DDOG at the high of day, just below the high of day. And then, you know what? TSM too. Oh, that one's really fallen off. That's unlikely to go high a day, but I'm gonna put one there anyway. All right. Alerts are set. I'm also checking out some other stocks. Reddit's up 4.3%. Actually, that's pushing through its high of day right now. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Very low volume on Reddit. Doesn't even have a million shares traded at this point, but it is pushing its high of day. No entry for me there, unfortunately. Yeah, let's look at that. Reddit went right through its high of day. Spread is pretty bad on Reddit, 64 cents at the moment. So you really got to get a good move on this to make it worth your while because you see a big move, you see it move a dollar, but that could just be someone hitting the offer, hitting the ask up above, and which means the bid may have only moved 20 or 30 cents, despite the fact on the chart you think you're seeing a dollar move. Coin's coming up here. Coin, is that going to hit high a day? I don't know if I trust coin. Let's see. Where's my alert on coin? My alert on coin is at 165.05. I should probably have that below 165. Let's watch coin here. Might be something here. Not a lot of shares at 165. Sometimes, or a lot of times on stocks, they pile up the liquidity at the dollar levels and more so at the $5 and $10 levels. Coin doesn't show that at 165. So Datadog is coming up to the high day. We want to watch that one. High day 128.99, right below a dollar level. There probably are a lot of shares at 129. Actually, there's not a lot. Interesting. These are weird stocks. A little bit of liquidity at 129, not a huge amount. I'm watching Datadog though. This is a bullish stock today. This is the kind of stock that is likely to pop through a time day. Maybe it doesn't carry for profit that you care about, but enough to not get slammed on the immediate rejection. Spread on Datadog also is terrible. I just saw 41 cents. Not looking good, but the volume's coming up here.
All right. Um, Man, this thing's not doing anything. Just won't sell off, huh?
Um,
Won't
I'm
sell
long
off.
DataDog here. This makes me a little nervous, but I am long DataDog at 128.96.
Nice,
Need a
nice.
run. Need a run through 130 here. It's not going. Now I have an upper wick, which is dangerous. Come on, baby.
All right, let's see if that gets going. Wow, POTR is just pure chop. Just won't lose this 143.81 and just back and forth between the VWAP and just won't let up. So let's see. If it takes too long, I might just bail on it because this support can be a strong support. If we're not going to break it, we tried a couple of times here. We tried several times here, again, one more time here, and we just continue to come back up to VWAP. Our stop is at 145, you know, almost $1, but we don't want to wait too long if we're not going to break this level. Like, it's not going to be good.
I got out of DataDog in case that's a big rejection, but I'm looking to get back in here if it holds. So I'm
Okay.
looking for a rebreak of 129 here. It's very tricky with the spread. The bid keeps getting pulled up to 129 and then it comes right back down. So is it gonna
Uh,
go? I'm trying another entry on DataDog. Let's hope it goes better this time.
uh,
It's not. Beam a
uh,
dog, DataDog.
mm,
There you go. Come on, baby. Come on.
that's going. It's going. It's trying. It's trying to break
Yeah,
here.
so
Let's see
hard.
if it does.
This spread is
Yeah.
terrible.
Where to get out on a POTR? I'm looking hopefully for the previous day close. Right here's the 5 minutes. So I would love to get to the previous day close. Again, that'll be a stretch. We might have a struggle here at 143.32 as well, 143 area, 143.30 or so. So right in here, we might have a little bit of struggle. But the previous day close is what my target is going to be. So we'll see how the price action is when we get down there. If we get down there, right now we are just struggling. But and then Market Atlas has changed a little bit. So we still got some orders down here. We got bigger orders towards the bottom, but we do have a lot of stuff towards the top. So it's not completely bearish anymore. It has kind of changed a little bit. So I think that's the reason why we're getting this kind of struggle where it's really not selling off right away, right? We're having a tough time because we do have some orders up here as well. So I'm hoping that at least these closer orders get filled. Um, I'm hoping that's the case. So we'll see. See if we could break this 143.81 level. Has been holding quite nicely. This is the low of the pre-market. This is how we mark these levels, right? It's low of the pre-market, high of the pre-market. They're gonna play a part into the intraday action, right? So it's important. How's DDOG doing here? Still battling this 129.50 level. Slightly below that, 129 really. What it's trying to break
It's
here.
129. You'll see
Yeah.
prints higher because the spread's so high. You're getting
Yeah.
these people
Yeah.
jumping up there, but it's really 129. We're just trying to break away from or not.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, we are just not wanting to break this level. Yeah, see, I don't like that pullback. And we have orders
Nice,
up there on Atlas, so
nice
that's not good.
pop in the market there.
Yeah, and that's not helping my situation here. For those asking, I'm short. So I got short here, stopped out short again. Looking for the break, and we just won't break this five. And this is all a 5 minute range. Like if you look at the 5 minute candles, we're just trying to break this 5 minute range. This right here. Right, we're just having a hard time breaking that 5 minute range. There it is. Here's a 5 minute towards the bottom, and the 5 minute towards the top. It actually starts up here, but clearly the resistance area is here. This 144, like 60. Right, you got the wicks coming up here. Here's where you're having a hard time back and forth, back and forth. Um, and it's trending lower, which kind of helps me a little bit. But we do have orders up here, 146, 146.40. There's orders up here, 145.50. So if we break through this, it's gonna squeeze into this pile of orders we have here, right? So we're sitting here right now. We just need to hopefully dive down and go pick these guys up. That's what I'm hoping for. Friends, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. And also, if you want to see more trading like Andrew and Brian live, they're trading right now in the chat. Here is what the chat room looks like. Wait for that screen to update. There it is. You can come in the chat here and trade live with Andrew and Brian. And check out bearbertrades.com. We got a Love 50 promo going on right now, which is will give you a funded account as well. So you get the Love promo, get elite membership for 1 year, and you get a funded account to go with that. So can't beat that. Can't beat that. Andrew, I see him. He traded Tesla. He's out of it now, but I have not seen what else he has traded today. Not the same day as yesterday. Today's a little much more choppy. Much more choppy. Oh, you're asking a different Carlos. Well, there's so many Carloses now in chat.
Popular name.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, friends. Our stop is 145. Probably move it lower. Probably move it down to 144.75 now. Because technically, although my stop is up here, right, above the VWAP where we got in, slightly above the VWAP, if we break this VWAP, the likelihood is that we are going to go higher. So let's see. So move it down to 140, 145, 144.80, 144.75 actually, 144.75. We hit that, we're out. So we're getting close to it here. We're testing. I'm not going to keep my original stop because I believe that if it gets above the VWAP, I don't think my strategy is in play anymore. Like we have to really continue to push it down. Normally I would leave my 145, but given how choppy this thing has been, I don't think there's any need for it. So if we cannot survive below 145.75 here, there's no need to be in this trade. We'll get out of this and go find something else. So we're ready for the stop out, 145.75. We will jump out of this quick. And then possibly could be a good long, but I don't think so. I think it's just really stuck in chop. I don't think there's any breakouts, good breakouts taking place right now. And SPY's trying to break out higher, so that's not going to help my cause. There it is. All right, we're out of this trade, guys. SPY's going higher too, so we don't want to be hanging out for that. This thing is going to break out of the VWAP. All right, so what else? What else we have? Tough day today. Look at it. Everything is just sideways, man. There's no breakouts.
Market's surging here though, so
yeah,
we might get some longs catching up here. It's funny, some stocks are really not responding to this, but
yeah, they're really not. Is our friend Peter in jail? No, Peter's in Aruba. Peter's in Aruba enjoying life. He's in Aruba enjoying life. NVDA was a beautiful short. Picked the wrong horse today. I would have been in this trade. This is a beautiful pullback. 5-minute ORB right here. That is just awesome off the VWAP. This is textbook trading there. So, but we missed it. HIMS, nothing. TSM. DDOG. Oscar Health, not doing anything. What's my setting for Atlas? I don't even know. just kind of left it the way it came. I know there's ways to make it look better. But here's what I have on it if you want to know. I have 100 ms, level 10, linear, sensitive 3.6, sensitivity 3.6, lower cutoff. I don't even know what this is. I didn't even move this. What is this? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that. I don't know what that is. Upper cutoff percentages. Yeah, that doesn't look right. So I just leave it the way it is here. But those are the settings there. You could switch them around and and play with them a little bit. Depending on the stock and the price, some settings look better than others. So, and I think the settings, if I'm not mistaken, I think they are per ticker. So you gotta be careful with that too. Like if you go to the first ticker up here, I think yeah, they maintain the settings. So maybe you have a stock that the settings look better a certain way. You can keep those settings for like here's the number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 maintains the settings. So for example, here's 5 levels, and here's 4.1. If I go click on NVIDIA, right? If I click on NVIDIA, and I click on settings, see this is different. This is 4.6. So it maintains the settings that you put on there. Okay. So. All right. So there it is. All right, so PLTR above the VWAP, not doing anything. NVIDIA. AMD. Spotify. SPGI. Shopify. What is Shopify doing? I find this stock hard to trade too. It's just not the easiest stock to look at and trade. Let's just be careful if you do decide to trade it.
There goes Apple pushing pre-market high, not far from the high a day. If anyone's interested in that, pre-market high is a tough level these days, so that may be somewhere where Apple pulls back. We'll see.
Shopify's Shopify, yeah, it is it's very choppy out there today, guys. Yeah, it's very choppy out there. Very very choppy. So we just gotta be extra patient. We'll get something. We just gotta might take a little bit longer. Are you still in DDOG, John, or did you get out? This thing looks like it's just slow. It's slow. It's just holding on to the 9 moving average, very slow. It's not
I don't want to
really
mention it because I'm trying not to jinx this, but yes, I'm in DDOG right now.
okay.
If I can get this to go a bit further, I can basically make up my losses from all my attempts here and then
Yeah.
actually make some money. But I did not want to mention it because it is going up pathetically. Here we go. There's a better move.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come on, give me more. Give him like I need the next breakout. Like none of these candles are bullish. You know, there's just this creeping
There's
crap.
just-
And if I can get like a pop here, I'll be in good shape.
Yeah, you need a
I want to
nice,
see I want to
nice
see the
candle.
bulls come in. Yeah, big
Yeah.
$1 candle. Like give me something real here. There's something.
Yeah, let's jump to 133. Just get up
130.
there and just
Yeah, give me a big
just
one.
hold there.
I mean, I'm gonna have to take some money eventually though here.
uh I am.
Okay, partial. I got to.
Yeah, there it is.
I got to.
Yes, yes.
I'd love to
Very
see
nice.
135. That'd be pretty dope.
PLTR. Look at PLTR. PLTR is just playing games. But I think at the end of the day, I think PLTR is going to sell down. It's just timing. but I think this is gonna break it. I think it wants to go down there to 143. I really, I really do, but it's just about timing. Yeah, I stopped out on POTR. I stopped out well before my. If I would have kept my original stop at 145, I would have survived. But I didn't want to hang out here above VI because then it was just shoot up, and I just didn't want to deal with that. But look, my original stop would have survived this. So let's see. But again, it's just having such a tough time. Still within a very tight 5 minute range, right? So there's your 5 minute range there. So let's draw straighter lines here, and then you have the bottom here. So very, very tight range. So we just gotta be patient and wait for the breakout when we do get it. It could be long or short. I think it's gonna be short. I think it's gonna drop to 143.81. But again, who knows? NVIDIA tried to get going, found some rejection just below the previous day close. Not quite on it, but pretty close to it. Looks like it wants to test the low of the day. TR not doing anything. Hims continues to drop. Not much volume. It continues to drop lower. TSM at the VWAP. Somebody mentioned AMD. Who mentioned AMD? AMD. Yeah, it's just struggling, right? Came to the VWAP and just couldn't break out. Rejection here back to below the previous day close. So another one that's not looking well compared to how I traded yesterday, right? What a difference this morning compared to yesterday. Yesterday was just awesome. Beautiful, beautiful play. So different type of open today.
So I made back my losses on DDOG. That's good because I had too many.
Nice.
But so now anything
Nice.
on and the unrealized is something I could have. It's not a ton. I kind of need to add back into this to make it probably make it really worthwhile, unless this thing wants to go bonkers to 140 or something.
Yeah, I mean you got the high of the pre-market. What is this? 137?
Actually,
The
you know
possible
what?
target.
135 would be great. I'm gonna put in, I'm just gonna change it to a stop range order. So take some of the guesswork out of this for now. So 134, 134.89.
Spotify friends breaking out here. Doing some stuff. So that looks good.
Oh yeah, there it goes. Up now 18% on the day.
Yeah, it's very nice. Recovering some of the losses from yesterday and well last week really was when they
Oh
had a
wow.
lot of the drop here. So
Look at Amazon. I don't know if anyone called that out. I was not staring at the chat. I was staring at DataDog, but that's having quite a run there.
wow, that is beautiful.
No volume telling you like it's good, the high a day
Yeah.
was going to be broken and exceeded. It just climbed right through.
It's another one that's coming up to a big gap down that they had here, and then here again. A lot of it on earnings and how much they're spending on AI or how much they spent um, wasn't originally received too well by investors. So
Don't like that spending, Carlos.
yeah, gotta spend to make more, man. Takes money to make money.
So I'm looking to add the Datadog here. I might not wait to the high a day, but I want to see some evidence that it's not going to go lower. And what I'm going to do is bring up my favorite trading calculator to calculate what my break even will be if I do add. So let's see. 129.30. I double my position. Let's say I doubled it at say 132. What would that would put my stop at 130.65. That would be counting on this basically being a V bottom.
All right, friends. I don't find anything else that I love here. Nothing is hitting the VWAP. Nothing is breaking out or setting up for 5-minute ORB. I just see nothing at the moment. IMS continues lower here. Went green for a second. And then here right back down to where it came. So down 4% already. Joe, yeah, it's painful. It's painful out here. It is not an easy day. There's no question. Here's AMD at the VWAP. Do we trust the VWAP breakout after it's tried so many times? I mean, we'll have to see a very clean setup, and we have to see the SPY actually want to break higher here. Maybe that can help. Although the SPY's been breaking, the SPY's been going, but a lot of, like you said, John, a lot of tickers are not reacting to what the overall market is doing here. Even the Qs, right, more on the tech side is still going, and some tickers are like NVIDIA are not really moving. AMD is not really moving. So what is the funded account? The funded account is a account where you can practice your trading without using your actual money, but you're able to still get a payout if you can follow the rules and be able to prove that you can keep the money. It's really what it comes down to. So here's my funded account right now. I have $800 on it, and you get it for 90 days, 90 calendar days, and your job is to trade on it and make sure you don't end up blowing up or having huge drawdowns. And if you're able to stay stay in the green above your starting amount, which is 12,500. And again, it's simulated money, but Andrew will pay you out on whatever you make, on whatever profits you make. So it's a good way to, it's a good midpoint between going from sim, right? You start in sim before you go live with your own broker, or like interactive brokers, or any broker you decide to go with. Do the funded account first. It's a good checkpoint to see, okay, am I ready to actually trade my own money? If you cannot make money in sim, you're probably not gonna make money in the funded account. And then if you can't make money in the funded account, you're probably not gonna make money in the live account, right? So these are the 3 checks. Start in sim, get the practice in. If you do well, you learn the basics. Now put some skin in the game, right? Get the funded account, pay your $2.99 plus whatever the trading terminal fee is, right? A month, right? Pay that up. Do that for 90 days. Get your money back. Work to get your 300 back. Don't swing for the fences. And then if you're able to make money here, go ahead, start your live account, and again, do exactly what you did in the funded account. And usually the people that do very well are the ones that trade small, follow the rules, right? There's rules in the funded account that you have to follow, right? Follow the rules, because in here, in the live account, there's going to be rules as well. So you follow the rules, right? And if you can survive the funded account, you have a much better chance of trading live and keeping your money. So give it a shot. If you're part of the Lambos and Garbage Truck family, I will definitely you definitely have an opportunity to win one today. We'll give one away every single day. We give out away a funded account to our community here on YouTube. Baba, yes, Baba, very nice, very nice. Man, everything that is not on my list is trading well. What the heck is going on? SoFi.
One of those days.
Live and then die. That's a great name. I saw your ticker earlier, but you put it 3 times. So you put it 3 times like that. You're kind of like spammy, a little bit spamishy. Is that even a word? Then I can't look at it if you spam me. I was like, I see it, but I can't look at it because then I'm just rewarding that behavior. We can't have that. But now that you actually wants it nicely, we could look at it. So if it looks good, looks very good. All this stuff is running. This is why the SPY and the Qs are all running, because there's a lot of stocks running, but the stuff I'm watching is just not going anywhere. NVIDIA, not going anywhere. POTR finally, not even still stuck within this 5-minute range. So yeah, not going anywhere. Starting to settle above the VWAP here, but struggling to break. Let's see if it can break now. Here it is. Let's see if it can break that 5-minute range. Looking good now. Let's see how Atlas looks now. Have things changed on Atlas? Where's Atlas? I have so many screens up. Here it is. Atlas, not by much. Not by much. Not by much. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So here it is. This is not by much. I think this is why you're struggling. There's no clear imbalance on POTR, right? You see, that's just there's. If you look at this, you can't tell which way it wants to go in like with like a definite decision. So nothing to see there at the moment. You think it's squeezing? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a clean squeeze, but let's see. Let's see. DDOG for you, John. DDOG is doing his thing, man.
Yeah, I didn't add to it, so I still got the same amount of
Oh,
shares
you
left.
didn't.
No,
I,
but I'm okay with that because if I add, I decrease the amount of room I have left to let the stock play. That's the game you play. You know, if you keep at your
yeah,
original position, you're further away from the price. You can survive bigger pullbacks or whatever. And if you add to it, you're going to bring yourself closer to the price and getting stopped out of break even. Or if you're going to allow a loss, then your loss is going to occur sooner.
yeah. Uh, Tesla. Here's what Tesla looks like. If you're asking, on Market Atlas, definitely looks more bearish. I'm sorry, bullish. Right, it looks bullish. You got a lot of orders here: 125, 126, 125, 90, 126, 424, 425. So you got a lot of orders up there compared to the downside, right? So, um, it does look more interesting to the upside. So,
So Datadog looks like it's locking into the market more here. If you watch the SPY on the last three candles, it's rolling over with some speed, and Datadog starting to do the exact same thing. So this is what you see. We're 45 minutes into the day. Had a stock with earnings, so there's a lot of eyes on it. It's very independent to start, but give enough time and everything starts to roll with the tide. And I think we're seeing that a bit here.
yeah. A question on YouTube: with the Valentine special, can you choose which 3 months you period during the year that you want to activate the free funded account? So you can choose a start date, right? So if you get the Valentine special, you're gonna have, wow, look at the SPY, friends.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to drag things slower.
A little rough.
A little rough, a little rough. Where can we join this party? I don't see anything. So to answer your question, so you can start it whenever you want. So if you start the membership, do some of the courses, and then let's say, you want to start it in, I don't know, April. You can start in April. Now, once you start it, it starts, right? You can't say I want to do a month of April, I want to do a month in May. No, once you start it, it starts, and you have 90 days. So you can start whenever you're ready. But you don't have to start it right away when you start actually the membership itself, right? So the start date is flexible. You're gonna get a code. You're gonna get a code, and you can activate it whenever you're ready.
So I did add the DDOG on that drop because I'm calling if this SPY candle is kind of BS and that's going to buy back up, which it's doing, the drop that it caused in DDOG may allow DDOG to buy up quickly here. So this is a bit of a gamble though, because I just brought my average price pretty close to where it's at. I'm less than $1 away now, which is not a lot on DDOG this morning. So
Mm.
I need the SPY to rebound here and DDOG to follow it, or I'll be done with this trade.
Um. Yep. 10:15. I see nothing that I could take here.
No,
Um.
DDOG. Come on, baby. Fight.
But things seem to be kind of rolling over here a little bit. Spies back down. Qs.
Yeah. Gamble did not pay off on DDOG, so that stopped me out.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
SPY kept going down.
PureTar is the only one playing by the VWAP, which I like. Everything else is away from it. So that's what I keep going back to see if there's any opportunities. Um, I don't see anything else playing around my favorite level, which is the VWAP. So PureTR is it. I just don't think they're gonna break this level. I think they're having such a tough time. Um, Breaking this 143.81. Started very small long on NVIDIA. Oh, you're hoping for the bounce, Chris, right? You're hoping for the recovery here. Yeah, for your trading style, this is good. Yeah, because yeah, exactly. Partial the way you look. That's what I said. For your trade, the way you trade, this is not a bad entry because I know you partial quick. Um, EV EVMN, that was our low floor for today, right? What did we do here? Opened up and just kind of sold off. Never got halted, looks like. So didn't really do anything crazy as it did in the pre-market. Pre-market was wild. Look at this. This candle is at 29, shot up to 34, and then 38 almost, right? So it come down a little more at the market open. Still be very, very careful. But it did come down a little bit after the market open. What a day. How we go from such a beautiful day yesterday to this crap? What happened?
What happened was the SPY got to the top of that range, which it doesn't want to get out of.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're back.
Yes, yes.
Toying with all-time highs, toying with 700, but we just can't get going here. I wonder if the breakout ever happens, what it's going to look like, Carlos. Is it going to disappoint us in the end anyway? Or like, is the SPY going to break 700 and get to like 701 and then we're just going to go right back into like 693? I have a feeling that's exactly what it's going to do.
Won't shock me. Tackle Tuesdays. Yeah, people do that. Tackle Tuesdays. All right, Ben, take care, man. Good luck. What else? What else, friends? Slow start to the trading day today. As we are a couple of minutes in. Meta. Let's take a look at Meta. Nothing right now. Retesting the lows here a little bit. But man, such a sideways chop today. Friends over on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We're sitting at 250 likes. We'd love to be a little bit higher. 400 is our goal. Once we get to 400, me and John, we've done our job. So we really appreciate it. Are you guys in? Is anyone in anything? Let's ask that. Is anyone in anything? It's all Peter's fault. Yeah, we could blame everything on Peter today. He's not here. We'll blame everything on him. This chop is all his fault. There's no question. Tesla 425 calls. Very nice. Very nice. I still have my POTR short. Yeah, man, I think this is gonna break. I really think this is gonna break down. So I'm still checking it out. Here it is again, retesting that low. I believe you're probably gonna get to the low of the previous day close. I think this thing wants to go red, but you know, it's this is chop, guys. Like this is pure chop. Like there is just nothing happening. So one of the questions we get a lot is, how do you know if something's gonna be choppy or not? You don't know. At the beginning, you don't know because when we got into this trade, everything looked great. Atlas looked good. Everything looked great. Patterns look good to break the 5-minute range here. Everything looked awesome. Doesn't work out. right? We retest the highs again, we come back down. You still don't have all this data here, right? You don't have none of this information. You just have what you have at hand. This is still not too crazy, right? You're going down for the break of the low of the day now. The low of the 5 minute range looks good. We get in, chops around, and then stops us out. Now here, after you have all this information, now you could say, okay, yeah, this is chop, right? This is not going anywhere. So at first, everything looks good. You don't know you're in chop until you actually start getting more data, which by now we have. We know that this is a choppy daily here. And not just PLTR, there's many other ones that are very choppy. And we know that this support level is playing hard to get or break, right? Playing real hard ball here. So it's holding. It's holding pretty nice. Same thing is like, how do you know if something is a pullback or a change in direction? That's probably one of the hardest questions to answer because it looks almost the same. Sometimes you could tell, but it looks identical when it's pulling back, when it's changing direction. That first initial candle in the 1 minute, you can tell, right? Now, once you start getting more information, you start seeing patterns, double top, double bottom. Okay, then you can tell, okay, might be a change in direction. But at first, you can't tell. It looks too close to a pullback or a change in direction. You know, where's the chop? Yeah, let's get the chop guy. We got him here. Here he is. We need some sound effects. Like we need like a sound effect of the knife hitting the board. I'm gonna have to look that up on online. But there it is. Chop chop. AMD. All right, let's see AMDC. There it is. PLTR bouncing back again from that 143. It's a great day for range traders, right? I'm sure some traders that are going short up here, getting it back for the bottom, going definitely short here, getting it down at the bottom again. So if you're a range trader, you could be having a hell of a day. AMD, yeah, I see it, but you know what? It's gonna be this is gonna be a hard trade to take above the VWAP. It's another one. Look at this chop, man. It's another one that if you look at the 5 minute, it's just again, we have been able to break, just chopping around. But I see what you're looking at, right? Possible breakout, but look, all the times we've been to the VWAP, we have not been able to do that. So we'll have to make sure we get above it, make sure we get a nice pullback, and make sure we have a solid confirmation, right, to go long. So right now we're nowhere near that at the moment. So we just gotta sit and wait. Cams don't apply to trade on NKTR. I won't say any levels usually when you have stuff that's lower flow, or what's the other one today that's high flying too? You guys mentioned earlier. There's some craziness in the pre-market. Which one was that one? EV. Yeah, I have it here. EVMN. You know, when you have these tickers, levels are not as strong or as fundamental as you do with like PLTR, NVDA, some other ones, right? They're not as solid. Oh, look at PLTR because the SPY is selling off. That's why. The SPY is selling off, so it's reacting to it. Jeez. Let's see if it could break here. Let's see if it could break. Looks like now it's gonna have the momentum to do it. But I'm not in it, and I'm not chasing it down here. So not chasing it. All right, friends. What a day. Mm. So yeah.
I think Tesla might be good for a breakout somewhere, Carlos. I'm watching that one. lot of resistance at 424. It's not the high a day. It's got all the way up to 425.48, but all these attempts here, 940 basically failed 424, failed it again at 946, failed it again at 957, failed it again at 1011. So that's the resistance that you can play off of for a breakout. So I'm going to make sure I have an alert set below that at 423.57 on Tesla.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's also the resistance you can play a reversal off of too. So, it's the key thing is if it gets to 424, history says it won't stay there long. It's gonna pull back like it's done the last 4 times, or it's gonna finally break out of that level.
Yeah. I'm gonna start trading Tesla again once it's like $40 away from 420. Until then,
No
that's gonna be
dice
a
until
roll.
then.
Just no dice, up or down. We have this range we gotta be away from. Now $40 is too much. Maybe like 20 or something.
$40
Gotta get
or
away.
40 cents.
No, definitely not 40 cents. It's gotta be like $20 away from 420. We just don't
Oh,
want to
you
be
wanted
anywhere
away. I
near.
thought you were trying to get it off of 420.
No,
Okay,
no,
so
no,
you
no,
want
no.
to be gone from there. I
I want to be
see.
gone from this choppy area of psychological 420, whatever this is. Just want to be away from it, man. It's just doesn't make sense. Um, and it is a thing. Like people are actually looking. I'm sure there's traders trading off of this 420. I can see them now. Either buying or doing. I don't know what they're doing, but I can see that. Go playing off of that. There it is. Let's see if we can get above 420. Here's where they had major resistance every time this morning. Boom, boom, boom. Just not able to get above at 420. So clear. Even right in the right out of the gates, right to 424, and just have not been able to get above that. So let's see. Take another shot at it. Not me. The market's taking another shot at it. Here's the price action. Let's see if we can go.
And if
Looks like
it
it
does
wants to.
break out, the chance of you getting a retest of 424 are probably pretty high because, it's going to want to go down and tease everyone out there and then
Yeah.
make a decision. So, what are you doing, Tesla?
TR, NVDA, nothing. AMD, Spotify. AIMS continues lower. New low just a few minutes ago. DDOG pulled back, trying to recover, and what
There
a
you go.
day.
There's your rejection.
Yeah, no, it's right to it. I mean, we literally draw a line right here. 423.98. Let's see if we can get the momentum and swing higher. But it's clearly this is a big area of resistance for it today. But it's a funny thing too. If you look at the SPY, it's kind of doing what the SPY's doing.
It is. Yeah,
Let's see
it's
the
like
SPY
said,
can break from here.
we're an hour into the day now, so what the
Yeah.
SPY does matters. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, babe. We'll see you later. Ricky, yeah, it's a very choppy day, man. It's a very choppy. Cameron, welcome. Welcome to Lambos and Garbage Truck, 8860. Good to see you, my friend. Good luck today when we do the funded account giveaway. So we'll be doing that a little bit later. But welcome. Enjoy the videos are in the YouTube channel, and all the perks are available to you. So good to have you. These are the days where you got to be careful too. Like if you're a new trader, I have 2 losses already. One full loss, one half loss because we got out before our stop. Can't force it today. Come back tomorrow. You just cannot force it today. Dutch traders.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Oh, it broke 424.
Oh, it did. Let's go to Tesla. Yeah, there it is. Spies is whatever the spy's doing right now. This is what is happening. Yeah, Yeah, that's where you got to control the down days, right? Down days are tough. Like today is gonna be a red day for me on the two stops, but you can't let your red days, take so much from you like that. It's and that's easier said than done, obviously, and it happens. But that's the challenge. You're gonna make money. It's no question. You're gonna trade. You're gonna make money. It's just can you control the downside? And some days get away from you. It's part of the game. Some days are gonna get away from you. You're gonna take a bigger loss than what you want. Um, it's just part of the game. The interface for the simulator on the funded account is similar to the interactive broker slash TWS or DAS. If you're doing it off the trading terminal, this is it right here. So here is the interface. You could do all your order processing right on here. Right, so your buys, your sells, you even have hotkey orders now. You got hotkeys that you can put in for your buy, sell, partial. You know, so it's all in here. So pretty easy. I want to say.
There's the possible 424 retest on Tesla. I don't know if that'll be the only one here. The market's basically at the high of day here. So SPY break higher, Qs break higher. It's going to help your longs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But got to break higher.
Oh, Elizabeth, you won yesterday. You won the was it yesterday or the day before? But you won the funded account, right? I think I did send you an email. Congrats. Good luck with everything. Very small. Make it last. Don't swing for the fences. And hope to see you on that payout wall. Where is it? Where's the paywall? Somewhere in here.
Paywall. We need a different name for that.
We got where's the paywall here? Yeah, we do it in the paywall. Yeah, it says, yeah, I can see how that could be confusing. The winners banner. I don't know. We'll come up with something. But here's the winners banner of our winners and their payouts. Right. So up to 10,000. So you might see some people here, like for example, Connor. He's got 11,000. That's how much he made. He's only going to get 10,000. Right. It's only up to 10,000. So, but he made 11. Right. 11,343. Well, 1,500. 11. 196. Chris there. So nice. Yeah. Elizabeth, we'll look forward to you being on this wall here on the banner, on the pay banner. Do you get access to Trading Terminal if you get the Valentine's package? No, and Andrew explained to this yesterday, which I didn't know. So the Trading Terminal, since we're getting market data, he has to have the monthly charge per members, per users for Trading Terminal that I get access to the market data. So he reports it back and gets it to the market, and he pays them monthly. Right, he has to pay for that data package per user, per data that they're getting. So you have to have the monthly data service with Trading Terminal, right? So if you win the funded account, for example, and you don't have tradingterminal.com, you just got to go in there and sign up for the Trading Terminal monthly premium subscription, which is $99 a month, right? Which you will need anyways, because you're going to get the scanners, you're going to get Market Atlas. You definitely want that if you're trading, the funded account. So you want to have Trading Terminal. Yeah, Atlas is awesome. Like some people just get it just to use Atlas, right? It's a great value. But there's more to it you could do, right? But Atlas is amazing, right? There's a cost to it, obviously. Data costs money, but you're gonna want that. You're gonna want that. So. All right, what do we have? AMD, nothing. Tesla. Faking people out here saying, hey, we're going to go and just right back into the range.
Following the
And
market, following the market. It's just
POTR. I thought it was gonna go here, John. I really thought it was gonna go. And look at this, right back to VWAP. So I'm glad I didn't chase that. This is why you don't chase. Just leave it alone. Right back into the VWAP. We're past an hour, so the 5 minute range breakouts they tend to not work as well now. So that's even that strategy's out of the window. I'm looking more for a VWAP breakout type strategy, um, and we'll see if we can get something. AMD didn't even get to the VWAP. NVDA sideways. Spotify, actually not bad. Climbing higher. 495.94 is the high on Spotify. So continues to do very well here. Slow and steady. I know. I gotta buy a chair, man. But yeah, it's like, it's still there. But it's peeling off here. It's all messed up. But I hate buying things online, man. Especially chairs. I want to go sit in them and try them out. And there's just not that many places anymore. Staples is the only one that I know
that's
that
the
you can
thing, though.
actually go
You could
test
go
one.
try to buy a chair in person, but how many chairs are you going to find? But you go on Amazon,
Yeah,
there's like 100 chairs. So it's like,
right.
well, where do you take your risk, right? Do you pick the best chair of the six you can sit in at the chair
Mm-hmm.
store, or do you go into the hundreds and go for the
Yeah.
reviews?
And you know what's the worst part of it? You're gonna you're gonna get the chair, you're gonna get it, then you gotta build it, right? Because nothing comes built from Amazon. Then you gotta build it and come from now, this chair sucks, you don't like it, there's something about it. It's too much work. I want things simple, man. I want to walk in, sit on it. Can you build it for me? Yes, here it is. Take it all build right in the truck, be done with it. I'm being lazy. I know, I get it, I know. But I just like things easy.
I have a desk that goes up and down, but I don't really like to move it up and down
Yeah.
because I don't know, there's a lot of wires and stuff. And so I actually bought like a stool chair. This thing, I don't know if you can see
Oh,
it on the camera,
yeah, we
but
see it. Yeah.
it is unbelievably uncomfortable. It's not good. You have to really like kind of lean back in it.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta go to I gotta go to Staples and see what they got. But I don't shop, man. I like everything online. I'm not a go to the store and check things out type of guy, but I do have to go get a chair. Look up Nebraska Furniture. I never heard of them.
Oh my God, that's a huge store. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, never heard of them.
Nebraska Furniture Mart. Yeah, man, you wouldn't think by the
What we
name that's gonna
have?
knock your socks off, but if you ever go to like their flagship store, it is
Yeah.
crazy.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, good morning, Andrew.
Carlos, how are you doing, sir?
Trading horrible, but I'm doing awesome, man. I'm doing good.
I saw PLTR was not nice to you, huh?
Oh, piece of garbage, man. But
John, how are you doing? Thank you so much for covering. Put it, Carlos, in the chat room, please, too.
yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, well, looking forward to having Peter back here someday, but for now, you get John.
John, are you coming to Vegas?
What's the date? I'd love to come.
23rd to 25th.
Of March?
Yeah, well, I fly to, no, February.
No,
This year.
February,
Oh man,
end
it's
of
coming up.
end of the month.
I maybe can
Carlos,
do.
sound in the chat
Yeah,
room,
no,
please.
I gotta reset. I don't know why it does that, man. Like these browsers are weird now. I gotta get back out and get back in. See if it works now.
Yeah, I might maybe could do that, Andrew.
Yeah, February 22nd, Brian and I are going there, and then we'll stay until February 25th.
What hotel?
Somebody, oh, it's me. Sorry, it was me. Sorry, it was me. We are staying in Paris.
In what?
Paris.
Paris, France?
No, Hotel Paris.
Okay.
You've never been to Vegas, huh? You've never been to.
I have been to Vegas. Paris Hotel Vegas.
Yeah,
John
I'm
has never
actually-
been to Vegas.
I've been.
Oh, it's
I'm
the one with
staying
the
at,
Eiffel Tower.
Horseshoe.
That makes sense.
I'll be staying at the Horseshoe, which
All
is
right.
attached to the Paris,
Yeah, which is attached to that.
and we're going to go see the Wizard of Oz at the Sphere.
Ah, trippy. You got some drugs to bring with you?
All right.
All right,
So,
never mind. Never
guys.
mind. We'll have something else to get at later. Never mind.
All right.
Let's
So, guys,
monetize. We're nice people.
before we get into trouble, end up in court, let's go through the trades that we did on Tesla. Obviously, we did the same exactly trade that we did yesterday. Mr. Pezziman long Tesla with the help of Market Atlas. So as you see, Market Atlas is the most important tool that you should have for day trading. You see, we saw these big orders stacking up at the open. The pattern was also there, 1 minute opening range breakup, and we traded to the long side. As you see, I went long multiple times, heavy size, and then partial heavy. And then I added for the breakup 425, I got stopped out. So that was a really decent, profitable trade that we did on Tesla. And then we did try to get back again for the breakout to 425. This time I went with TSLL, but it really didn't give us a clean breakthrough. So Tesla and TSLL are exactly the same, but TSLL is we call it the beta ETF. So 2 times move of Tesla. So whatever intraday, only intraday, whatever moves, TSLL will be twice. Like we have it also on NVDA. We have it on TQQQ. TQQ is 3 times though. SPXL is like a SPY for 3 times. So next time we decided to go with TSLL. So as you see here, it's the same chart. See, I switched from Tesla to TSLL. See, same chart. The only thing that changes here, this price and this things in there. So TSLL, I tried to go again to get this breakout. One time stopped out, one time made money, another time break even. So eventually it turned out to be a small profit on that. And NVDA was the same trade that we did for 1 minute opening range breakup. NVDA also had a very big order upside. So I was really, really super excited to get the breakouts on the NVDA for, I think it was like 195 or something. So again, the market atlas, we had some really big orders, but the price action failed. And sometimes you see that. Sometimes you see a clear signal on atlas, but the price action fails. And then so you have to change your strategy because these orders might stay up there, but the price action just do not get the follow through. So that was the loss on NVIDIA again. It was a big loss because I'm taking big sides on it. So even though it isn't, I didn't get a stop that much, but we have 3,000 shares. That would be 3,000 now. And the positions that I have right now is, I sold the Microsoft puts 400 and 395. So if by Thursday they stay above 400, so I would be profitable. That is the situation. Microsoft seems like pretty strong today, so probably going to continue going higher. Mr. Pezim, I think you traded Tesla with me at the open. What else you traded?
Yeah, no, I jumped in pretty right at the open on that pullback. It was a nice trade, and I actually did it with options. So I think it was trading the 420s, 420 options expiring tomorrow. And I also mentioned in the room that one of our other moderators, Jared, was mentioning software stocks really oversold. Mentioned in the room I was going to take some ServiceNow long. So I took that right at the open, and actually it's been performing pretty well today too. So
what's the ticker?
NOW.
NOW now? Oh,
Yeah,
ServiceNow.
ServiceNow.
Wow. Got crushed.
So,
That's a software company. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all the software companies have really been getting beaten up here. So I jumped in right at the open. So I'm up about $3 on this trade, but I'm thinking of it more of a positioning trade as opposed to a day trade. But honestly, I did when we got that nice pop up to 109, I did take some off just because it moved a long way very quickly there. So took a little off the table, but I'm just planning on holding more here, holding the rest.
I have an announcement, guys. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday at 11 a.m., we have an interview with my favorite person in trading world, Dr. Brett Steenbarger. He recently published a new book. The book is not out, but I saw the first version of it. He sent me. Um, and we're going to have an interview, a podcast style here. And so this is the book that he sent to me. Like I have, the book is Positive Thinking, the positive thinking in trading psychology. So as you see, I actually read the book, and I did send him review to be included in the book. So that's positive trading psychology. It's a really, really amazing book. It hasn't been published yet. Turning personal strength into trading strength. And his books are amazing. And he's such a humble guy. And I don't think he market himself as good as, these younger generations of authors. But this book is a really great book. And again, I read it. It's really amazing. So, I really want everybody when the book is out, try to, benefit from it. But he's going to come tomorrow at 11 a.m. on YouTube. So after we trade, so we borrow the time from Thor and Dr. Vanessa to just talk, about half an hour, 45 minutes, and we continue. And if you, stay longer, then Thor and Dr. Vanessa can stay a little bit longer. So the author is Dr. Brett Steenbarger. So he's probably the most, my favorite people after John in the trading community. After John Hills, he's a great guy. Like, he's amazing.
Pretty big gap there between the doctor and myself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you're my favorite
It-
person in the
I-
industry. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the news that we're having, and the funded accounts are going really well, guys. We have a lot of profitable traders. Carlos showed you. You can see the leaderboard. We're actually making a page that you can see in real time who's up and how much up. So that would be nice. Of course, not name, but you can see what's happening in there. I think it's a very successful program. We're gonna add the futures on that as well soon. We did a lot of updates on the charting and the trading terminal in terms of performance and speed and loading and everything. The replay, we did a lot of new improvement on that. Even the Atlas, we're going to work on some new features on it to make it much faster, and in terms of aggregation of the data, so you don't have the problem of reading things. There's some really good things that are coming into trading terminal, and thanks you for everybody for your support, for being patient with us. Paying those early fees really got us excited. And Shiraz, I can unfortunately reduce the price of trading terminal because you have to pay monthly fee to NASDAQ. But what we can do is I plan to actually allow you to buy annual as the cheaper price. So maybe if you buy annual, it would be $50. If you want monthly, it would be $99. But it takes some time to adjust the backend. It's pretty complex. So we might do that. And I might actually, for Valentine's Day, for the people who will really love us, I might actually have a lifetime membership discount. If anyone wants to have a lifetime membership in Variable Traders, maybe we can have a discount for that as well. Actually, today.
So Tesla did come up to 425 eventually. Market
Yeah, so
Atlas
see.
predicted that.
Oh yeah, I hit that. I want to see. Yeah, Atlas is. Yes, that's unfortunate that we were not there. But again, you don't. I mentioned yesterday that you have to have an appetite. So when you're full, you're full. I'm full. I had enough. Now I'm converting to useful energy. Like, you don't have to just keep eating, even if the buffet, you're in a buffet.
We had a nice trending day yesterday, so it's unusual you have two back-to-back trending days in the market. I would say it's more like this is more of price consolidation after a trending move. It does look like NVIDIA is trying to go back into the green here. We're right at PDC now, so we're going to consolidate here. What does the order book look like on NVIDIA? Not Not a strong indication, but it does look bullish here.
Any question, guys, about the trades that we did? Anything about trading? Anything about life in general?
Your trip to Egypt?
What's number for today? What number, Suzanne? The profit? The profit for me today turned out $10,196. How to trade in choppy days? The best is not to trade. The best,
Well,
I mean, when you're seeing the
the
market is
best way to
choppy, the
trade
best
is
is just not good. Yeah, go ahead, Brad.
well, the best way to trade in choppy days is you can still find stocks that are trending. It doesn't just because the indexes are chopping doesn't mean that you can't find a stock that might be trending. Like Tesla's actually been a pretty decent trading stock today. It's slowly grinding higher. Now it's not making the huge moves like it did right at the open, but it's still sort of following the moving averages up here. So you either try to find a stock that's moving, or you don't trade at all, like Andrew said. Nobody's forcing you to trade. Well, and Andrew's going to Egypt. I'm probably gonna go to Morocco later in the year, in the fall. I'm sure we're going to do another BBT getaway in November.
Yeah, maybe toward the end of November. We'll see how the life takes you. Life is taking you to very different places. You never know what happens by November, but
Yeah, maybe Africa.
so let's see a
Yeah, look
couple of
at Tesla's
questions. Yeah,
Tesla's
let's break
breaking
it.
out here, guys.
I knew it. I
There's
knew this
some.
Tesla
It's a
guy.
pretty. Tesla has a pretty bullish book here. If you look at Atlas,
So somebody's
Mo-
asking, how do I get a job at BBT and become part of the crew? So the people who are joining BBT leadership team, they are the people who are willing to do most of their time helping other people. They're not necessarily the best traders. I think we have some really good traders in the community that they're not part of the membership. But what I see in the community who's joining us are the people who are really stepping up to help people, coming to the classes, answering questions, typing, providing these emails. Like, the community is about supporting. It's not about, look how awesome we are and how bad you are, and you've got to pay us to learn from us. Like, really helping people. Like, for example, Peter is a very successful retired corporate executive partner at KPMG. He doesn't have to come and do this, but he loves it. He loves to help. That's how his personality is. John, he loves it. Whenever we are traveling, whenever we are in somebody's, John is always stepping up. Is John the most profitable trader? No. Is John making the most money? No. But he's the person who loves to help the community because that's his personality. That's how, thrives in life. Or Dwayne, for example. Dwayne is always in all the webinars, always answering questions. He's not even getting paid. I haven't even met him in person, but this guy is just amazing. Like I love to meet Dwayne in person. I think he's the only person that I haven't met him. So he's always helping other people. So the community is about helping other people, and you don't have to be part of, us. A lot of members in the chat right now that they're, I'm asking question. I learn a lot from a lot of people. Like somebody posted something about footprints charts. I looked it out. A lot of questions. Like, someone mentioned yesterday, you are having a big loss on Microsoft, roll it over. Help me to understand rollover and how to actually make the losses back and stuff. So it's all about helping people and being active and being positive and um, so if someone is the first time here, brand new to trading, read our books, my book, the first one, and watch Carlos and John. If you want to pay for the chat room, come inside the chat room. Watch us for 2 weeks, just like a show. Like get a coffee, sit down, like, pet your cat, and just watch us, laugh at our jokes, and just to see. And then you see a pattern that, okay, these guys are looking at Atlas, looking at this chart, and just keep doing this scalp. Like, one of the reasons that I mentioned that I don't do any recaps that much is all of my recaps are the same. So I'm really looking at market Atlas. If there's any big order, and if the price action at first minute is strong, I go long. It's 1 minute to pre-range break. I just keep doing that. Yesterday was this, Friday was this, Thursday was this. Just keep doing that. So, and then when you see that, okay, I get it, that's how it's being done, then you start a simulator. You trade on a simulator. Oh, thank you, Rizal. That's such a great, senior developers bring the tea. Yeah, and then start trading on a simulator. Trade on a simulator, see if you can make money on that. Try to build a strategy. And then if you really think you can do it, go through the funded account and see if you can get $200, $500, $600, out of it. And if you can't, then never ever open your trading account. Have an account. A lot of people have account, but just put it in the, like what I do. Just put all of your money in the S&P 500, buy some bonds, and then just let this one grow while you are really learning the skill. It might take 6 years, but after 6 years, like Scott, how many years you said you're trading? 6 years. Yesterday, Scott was at my place and we were having a chat. It took him 6 years, but now with $100,000 account, he makes 10,000 yesterday, 7,000 the day before, 5,000. So he got it, but it took him 6 years. But he is still doing his show, he's still doing his business, he's still doing his career, he's doing his agency. And trading, it takes some time. I mean, hopefully not 6 years, because 6 years is a lot, but definitely it takes at least a year or two. And I'm sorry that I have to tell you. I wish I was saying that it was a few months, but it's a long journey. It's getting better.
Yeah.
Like financial market has been getting better significantly, and it's continue getting better.
Yeah, you have to think of it as a profession, and you don't become a doctor in 6 months. You don't become an engineer in 3 months. It takes time to learn the skills and gain the education that you need to do this. Rebecca had a question: do I have stops when trading options? Well, absolutely. I mean, Andrew took Tesla long, where he maybe have took TSLL long, which is a stock. I took the options long, but I still have a stop on the options. They're probably more based on the price action of Tesla, but because the options are basically just a derivative of the price that the price Tesla's moving to. So yeah, you can't just trade options without any kind of stop loss. It's still a financial instrument, no matter how you cut it. Wow. Okay, Tesla and NVIDIA both breaking out here.
Yeah, Tesla's going up. Now the orders are 426 on Tesla and Atlas. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go because I think I have a meeting right now. I feel that I should be in some meeting right now.
Well,
Any questions?
yeah, it's 11 o'clock. So yeah, it was a good day overall.
Yeah, I have a meeting.
Just some good action right at the open, and yeah, another one in the books here.
See you guys tomorrow and tonight and Thor's webinar. I have a meeting I gotta attend. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you, everybody. Have a great rest of your morning.
All right, awesome. All right, guys. Today Gary and Paris are gonna be here on YouTube. So once they join, we'll switch over to them. Give them a little bit to hop on in. Me and John will stick around just for a little bit until they make their way over here. John, have you got anything? Anything in your?
I'm just watching Tesla here. I've traded Tesla
Yeah.
enough today, and I'm just not getting anywhere with it. So I'll probably leave it alone. It's been a battle. Good DDOG trade eventually. A lot of chop on Tesla.
Yep.
in the market, Carlos. I mean, just pull up a 5-minute of the SPY. It's just this is not a fun day.
Yeah, no, this is I got my loss on POTR, and I haven't found anything else to trade, so just gonna save my ammo here. Yeah, you can tell SPY's it's in chop. Oh, look at POTR finally breaking down. I knew it. I knew it. It's all about timing. It's all about timing, but can't keep
Gone, right?
sticking
That's
a
a
knife
that's
to
a
it.
rough journey to get down there, though, Carlos.
Yeah, it's can't keep taking hits, waiting for this drop here. But that's the drop we're looking for, that previous day close. All right, let's see here. Okay, I see we got Gary. All right, Gary's just connected Gary. Let me see where Paris is. Wait for Paris. All right, friends, let's do funded account. Funded account. Let's do that now. Hashtag hashtag chop. I like that. Let's do hashtag chop over on YouTube for the funded account for our Lambos and Garbage Truck members. So there it is. Hashtag chop is in place. Let's do that. Let's get that going. And then, how are you, Gary?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Can't complain. Good, good, good.
Oh,
Paris, how are you, my friend?
Cardinal sin today.
Wait. No, Paris. Is Gary, is Paris gonna stay in the chat?
It's I
Let me tell him.
no.
Paris, join to the link for so you could be on YouTube with Gary. Yeah, don't kick me off, man. You kick me off. What's going on here? No respect. These kids, they don't respect the older folks, man. Just come in here, kick me out the chat room. I'll tell you. All right. Let me see if I can get the screen back up. Okay, here it is. And
Just wanted redemption today.
yeah. All right, wait for Paris going to be joining here. All right, guys, let's do it. So here it is for the funded account for today. Hashtag chop. Let's get in here and see. All right, 110 entries, and the winner for today goes to, let's click right on here, Grant Beckham. Grant Beckham, congratulations. You are the winner for today, my friend. Congrats. And send me an email, carlos@BambooTraders, and we will get you all set up. So awesome. All right, and here's Paris. I think we can hear him now. Maybe not.
Yes.
Connected.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Yep, got you now. All right, guys, take
Yeah.
care. We'll leave you with Paris and Gary. John, as usual, thanks for covering, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
But how are you, Paris?
Hey, good. Gary, how are you?
Not that good, but hopefully it's not end of the day, so not that bad either. So, I mean, I was up pretty, and options give it and options take it away, I guess. So I'm down about 1 hour for the day. I'm still in a trade. I'm watching it right now, and I'm kind of at break even, so debating should I get out. But I'm looking for a SPY short to like 690, 250.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm actually red on the day. So, uh, very, I don't know how Andrew made money, man. Like, this was so choppy for me.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
like what SPY is doing. I think we will come down. I just think it might be after a couple of hours. I just don't know. So let's see what happens. I just need us to lose VWAP and then we're in the game. YouTube.
If you guys are sharing a screen, just reset it because I don't see it.
Okay, well, I'm not yet. Hold on, let me
yeah, let me share my screen mine. Thing. Stu.
here. And what are we trading?
So you guys should be able to see my screen.
One lose VWAP SPY. Lose it all.
Okay. So I traded Oracle. Oracle, I was very bullish on Oracle. Not sure people had it in the watch list, but I had Oracle in my watch list and I was very bullish on it. So let's talk about it. And I got really chopped up at the open. So this was Oracle. At the open, I was very bullish, especially after the yesterday move. So yesterday's was Oracle has been sold off very bad in the past few weeks. And then yesterday was not yesterday, the day before yesterday was the time where it actually tried to bounce and held. And yesterday, I wasn't trading yesterday. I couldn't trade yesterday, but yesterday was a really nice rally. And I think it rallied for 10%, 9%. And today it was actually gapping up again and looking for day two. And day two is usually much more powerful move. And day two usually when it is able to hold that range of day one, and day two is like, I was like, okay, if it holds the 160 and if it tries to go open above 160, then it's gonna just gap and go, which is basically I'm looking for 165 at this thing. So that's what I was at the open. That is exactly what I was thinking. But let's see on the 1 minute chart, I got really badly chopped up at the open. So I went long around 159.50, added more. I was looking for the break of 161. And that particular idiot did not, like, it would showcase a volume at the open and then it literally just slam it and then literally put me stop out. So I was anything below around this area, 159.50 was my stop out. And I kept getting, so first trade I got stopped out. Second trade I was like, okay, now it's gonna go break, and then again stopped out. And the third time I went long, added more at close to my stop out area, added more. But now I thought like this is the time where it's gonna pop up and like squeeze. It did not, and I took a stop out at break even. I took one more trade here, very quickly got out. Then when it came back up again, bounced from 158, I was like, okay, now is the time where it can continue. So I went small size. I added heavy above 159, added more above 159, and I completely got stopped out below 158.50. But the second I got stopped out, it popped back up. And that's when I added again aggressive tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 size. So this was like a fifth trade that actually worked for me. So then on the fifth trade, I from 159 up to 162. So that this was a $3 pop, and I made all my losses back that I had in like 5 trades, and I think the sixth trade that worked out, and I made all my losses back, and I closed this ticker at break even. I completely got out at 162. This is the move that I was looking for from here, from 160 up to 165. This was the move that I was looking for based on my game plan. But just because I was down so bad on these ones, like
It's gonna lose it all. Let's go, baby. Sorry, Paris.
so, and so then you basically, I completely got out at sorry, not break even, the 162, which was a $3 pop on Oracle. So not again, the Oracle was difficult to at the open. Was very confident on it, but glad I was able to at least end this ticker on a break even. So did not make money, did not lose money, but lost a lot of mental capital. Then I traded MU. So MU, I was very short biased, and MU I was short biased on MU, and the reason of MU being short biased was because this is on a daily. This is actually making a kind of a descending wedge. So this broke out of this pattern. It's making a lower high, and then lower high, and then it's looking for a breakdown to 350 or 340. This is the area that I think MU has a very good chance to break down. But again, you have to time your entries in a shorter time frame in such a way that it works out great. And I did short MU at this point, and I was here when it sold off here, and I took some partial. I wanted to add more at this point, and I mistakenly completely got out. And this added to my loss of mental capital. Like I was so short, perfect entry, did not even come to my break-even point. This was a hotkey error which made me completely got out. I actually wanted to add more, and I mistakenly completely got out of my position. I'm like, I hate you, MU. So that's what happened with on MU. Could have capitalized much my higher. So 366 was the area that I was looking for, and it literally bounced from there. And then I think it's selling off again now. So which is which is good. I was thinking of shorting if it comes back around 377, 378. I was thinking of shorting again. And has a very good chance for it to go down. But now again, if it pulls back up to 375, I think that would be a good area to short again. But we'll see, because now it's extended. Okay, so MU looks like it's trending lower. So yeah, that was a miss on MU. Could not capture the real move that I was looking for. And then I traded Tesla. Tesla was also got really choppy. I went short here. I shouldn't went short here, cut my size, added more, stopped out break even. Then I realized that this is not a short, this is actually a long. So I went long here, it popped up, stopped out break even. Went long here, added more, sold out, and I was trying to cut my positions and add back on my positions. And that's where I added back in. I think this was a couple of trades only. So this was not like multiple trade entries and exits, but I was trying to time my entries in such a way that I could maximize my gains. But it literally stopped me out at break even right here. And I did made some money on it, but that was it. Sorry, I also traded DDOG. I think DDOG. Yeah, DDOG, I was very long biased, and I took a 2 stop out, but that was unfortunate. So I was long biased on DDOG, went long at around 128, stopped out below 127. And then another trade that I wanted to take at 126 area, and it stopped me out another 50 cents, sorry, $1 loss, and then literally popped back up and rallied to 130. So that was my target. I was looking to get in at 126, 130, but 2 stop outs there. So overall a small red, but lost a lot of mental capital trading multiple tickers.
Yeah, me too. I had a great day, a regular day, good day. Then it turned out to be an okay day. Then it turned out to be a slightly red day, and now it's break even, unrealized green. And if it pans out the way I'm thinking, I'm going to have a phenomenal day. That's why I kept, this is not how you trade the way I traded, to be very honest. Yes, I got my trades in, I was profitable, but I was guilty of over trading. So 1 second, let me share my screen. Screen 4. All right. So I shorted SPY. Let's get a clearer looking chart.
Oh wow, there's some news. Oh, some
Finally, I've been waiting for this for I don't know how long.
this volume, something dropped really.
Yep, you're gonna go over, please. Shorted SPY 3072 covered, added more, stopped out. Shorted again, $10 pop, sold, added, stopped out. Shorted again, stopped out. Shorted, made money. lost a little bit of money. I'm long right now, so this was this. I'm long right now $26, and I'm targeting $50 on this. But dude, why did it? If it goes over 695.25, I'm out. Otherwise, I'm gonna try and stick into this the entire day now.
So are you long or short?
I'm short SPY, but this is a put, so I'm long the put.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was my rationale? I kind of shot at 695 area and partial here and then broke even. Then I started shorting 696, shot it, failed break of high of day, shot it here. And it's all based on open interest. Like I think we are laddered down all the way to at least 693. And if 693.50 fails, then 690 is incoming. That's how I'm thinking. Price action is not exactly favorable right now. It did get a little drop. I was hoping 694.25. Now we go back to 695.40. It's just annoying me to no end, but I'm gonna stick with it. Let's see what happens. Now it's a flat day. It's not like, I mean, I took one partial, so I'm gonna go back to that screen. And ideally, I should get out to get back in. Oh, please don't hang up on me right now. Yeah. So we're at 28. Maybe we go to 22, but I'll be out at break even. Our cost is 26.40, which is almost there. And then we need to decide what we will trade. We're almost there. But this is the area. Yeah, this is not good price action.
The SPY is coming back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna add here. Let's see if 69.20. Otherwise, we'll just get all out. Pretty much at break even. And if we go, we go. That's fine. 27.2. 27.2. So we'll have to at least come on. I just need all participants to agree that we are not going up and give up longs. Let's see what this next 30 seconds bring. Yep, 695.31, perfect price. So one breakdown. We will partial our ad if you can get, if we close, or I'm gonna get this pie chart. If we close over the purple line, this, if we go under, I'm not partialing. If we reclaim VWAP, I'm all out. We should not reclaim VWAP now. But I should have partial there, the ad, but let's see what happens. We go under, let's go under. Yeah. The more patient I'm here, this is more distribution.
Guys,
And
I'm short NVDA. I'm short NVDA.
and today's the day I should have traded like Thor style. Just short and just walk away and come back and be like, "Oh, I made so much money." Oh, come on. Get me my
So I'm taking a short
Okay,
NVIDIA right
finally we
now.
are losing this. That's a good thing.
Ah,
So
my
now I
first.
want us going over 695. I want to drop till PDC now. And if you guys are okay, I'm going to use this chart for all of us. This just has more information.
I love you, man.
And
NVIDIA.
if PDC fails, this is clean. We are going down, went up, sort of a Utah distributed. Now it's transition of value. If you're going to get transition of value, I see. If you're going to fail to create a lower, we should at least get pre-market low, if not 692.50. Let's see what happens though. Under that, under the 5-minute 200 SMA after this. And that should help us. But we still have 3 minutes left. Okay, let's see. Just gotta hold on to my gains. Oh, that turned out to be a great ad, pretty much at the top. Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, beauty.
Let's go. Oh, what a day. Oh, what a day. Oh, if this works out, it's gonna be, I mean, it's working out, so let's just see how much of it does it work out.
I don't know if it's me or something. My
Don't pull back. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like this. Sell down a bit. $6.95 should be set in stone. Inspires such a tendency of doing that, just turn before a critical level and then leave everyone hanging. They probably go all the way up. Let's see what happens. As long as we're under 695, I'm in the game, but let's just give it to the VWAP. $27.2. Should get $50. Ah, come on. I am gonna partial. We get 694. Yeah, it's been a choppy day, but I tried to make sense of it. No, I just don't want it to stop me out again. I want us to reject 695. 2. Our entry is 27. So probably go back to 695.20. Six. This is annoying. That was a nice clean rejection. Are you short in something, Paris, or long, or nothing? Paris, can you hear me, or can I not hear you? Can you guys hear me?
I could hear you. I think Paris was a good man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's gone. He's frozen.
All right. Or Paris then, guys. Paris.
Yeah, he was a good man.
Come on. Break down. No, Paris is just frozen. Okay. Five, we closed under, we went rechecked. Now we might chop for some time, but I think we will get lower. If you go over VWAP, I'm all out. I don't care. I have a flat day, but that's fine. $6.95, $6.95, $6.95.30. This is a very choppy day. Oh, nice. The more 695 rejection I see, the more confident I am, but I will give it till 695.25. Now, if you go with this guy, 694.68, there's no more recheck and it's a failure. 2 bounds, 68. Come on. 68. Should say 60. I am still in the trade, Steve. We are short somewhere here, partial, add here, and now hoping for 692.50, maybe even 690. And that's why I'm not partialing, because I can get a $5 move, and that would be worth a lot of money. So we held 30, 26 is also possible. That's the thing. Even on the 2-minute, it's pretty. We bounced up, we rejected moving averages, we closed under 200 SMA. So now we're gonna use 695.25, well, whatever this price is. I know my charts are very, very, very complicated, but that's how I trade. Every bar is telling me a story. Hit the 220 reject, close under more the 200 SMA, which it was holding earlier. Hit, reject, close under, and now it should be failure and continuation. Yeah, 695.25 is my stop loss now. but we might spend some time here before we go down. So let's see what happens. I should not take off any contract. I think I have a decent price now. But if I can get 40 bucks, it's at 30 right now, that does ask for a partial. How long you hold the options trade? I hold no options trade until price action still tells me. Otherwise, there's nothing in this price action which is telling me I should get out. There's nothing in this price action which is telling me I should stay in either, to be honest. But this is the first good reasoning I see that, okay, we might fail. But let's see what happens. We are in chop time. But yeah, and the theta is gonna get you, so you've got to play along with it. And if I was not targeting a big move, I would not be willing to hold for so long. It's also where your entry is. PLTR. Let's look at PLTR. This is about where I mean, if the SPY is going down, then yeah, this is roughly about where I would get out if you're short. That does make sense, Randy. 140 short makes sense. I will not be surprised if we come back to 138, but is it worth the hold? I don't know. To me, SPY should sell down now. If we don't sell down now, then I have to debate what's going on. And again, it bought back up. So it's definitely a choppy day. But now we are losing everything, so I'm still fairly hopeful. The worst thing to happen today would be a barely profitable day, so it's not that bad. But I want my redemption because I was up pretty. And now I'm not. But yeah, I would hold for 140 for sure. No, I did not. I was short SPY, Steve. I was short 2 PDC and I partial there. Then I wanted continuation, which did not happen. And now if there's no failure, then everything tells me failure on the SPY. I'm still sitting on it. Everything about this looks failure to me. Okay, come back, recheck, come back. Please get me 694. Just gotta hold on to the trade, which is not easy. $38. We gotta take one out. Where is it right now? 34. And it's hard monitoring two chat rooms and an options trade. So if I miss one of you guys in questions or something, please don't take it personally. We're back in chop phase. Let's see how long the chop lasts. What's the 5-minute doing? We can go back to like 695.06. So today might be a day we really don't fall down. We just chop, and then maybe tomorrow is the day we get it. Let's see. This is telling me I should at least, as long as we come back down. I'm debating, should I at least take one contract out? I have 3 contracts. Entry is 27. Current price is what? 32. So nothing crazy. But I'm looking for at least 40 to 50 bucks on it. So let's see. Yeah, the PDT rule, there is some conversation going on that they might completely scrap it or make it like, I think 5 grams or something. I don't know when it comes into effect, but it hopefully soon it might help some of the people. Come on, sell down. It's 15. Crazy. This is so much chop. I am trading. Yeah, I mean, it's good for people who want to trade. I mean, I think PDT rule is stupid anyways. Why does 25 grams make a difference? Why can't you trade if you're under it? Now, do we drop? Really? I've waited through so much and I'm just like tired of waiting and just want to get done with my trade and leave no matter how much money I make. 33, we're still holding that, so that's the good part. And the Bollingers are contracting, that's what I don't like. I don't like contracting Bollingers. Well, this is gonna lift a lot of shorts up. Okay. The more we stay here, the more hopeful I am of a bigger drop, as long as we don't go over VWAP. There's more distribution happening, that's fine. And if there's no new buyer interest, which is moving the price up, then we will fall down. Question is, what if we just spike up to stop me out? Which is where I think I should take a partial. 32. What if I don't take a partial? Yeah, I lost over the 920 are curling. I don't want them to curl. You regain, just hit that. Yeah, I think because there's no move down, we might be forced to move up a little. But let's see. Just gotta sit through the top, I guess. 32. All I want is 50. Just 18 bucks. Yeah, try not to make a lottery out of SPX options. I promise 99 out of 100 times you will not win that lottery. and play the long game. Always play the long game. 5 minutes is still green, so we still need a red 5 minute. Maybe we hit 695 again. Actually, technically, we never did hit VWAP, so we might even hit VWAP. So 27. There we go. I might get stopped out. We're just $3 away from my entry. Oh, I was like grabbing orders at VWAP sort of a thing. $27. Just so close to my entry now. So if we're gonna have a VWAP play, this is awesome. VWAP rejection now, if it looks like it, should lead us straight down. Like 3 red candles at least till 694 is what I would expect. If it's a clean VWAP rejection, this is a full-bodied candle closing under this guy, like 2-minute engulfing, 694.63. Then it should lead us down. Now this gives me some conviction that fine. And the fact that even on the 1 minute it closed under moving averages, right here, not here, but here, that's a good sign. Move back up was low volume, move back down was higher volume. So we can still hope for PDC, if not lower. Let's see. We're definitely holding trend. But yeah, now this becomes my absolute stop loss, because now if this guy lifts, a lot of people might be shorting now, rejection of VWAP. So if this guy lifts, it might just bump up. So, and now do we go back to open price? Or do we start losing here? That's the question. What does the 2-minute look like? The 2-minute is clean, it's under. Maybe we reject here, yeah. Now I want a failure. Yeah, Carlos, well, I mean, I understand that, but I'm telling you, the market will find more ways to hurt you. Try doing it in sim a few times and see what happens. Why don't you do that? Try it in sim, see what happens. And maybe you're right. Come on. Oh, this is officially one of the longest holds I've had on SPY without a partial over an hour. Really? Are you going to bounce back up? No, just try it in sim a couple of times before you try live and see the results. If the results are promising, it's fine. If they're not, then that tells you something. I'm going to stop everyone out and me. We entered this trade at 10:59, and we're still in this trade without a partial. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. 28, and our cost is 27. Might go to 26. get back in. Get back in. What happened to Paris? He completely disappeared.
Yeah, his computer crashed, so he couldn't even get back on. He just texted me a few minutes
that
ago.
sucks out. I'm hoping he was not in a trade.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I'm all out at break. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna hold for this price and see. And now I am gonna add more. And if they're gonna reject here, we're gonna reject here. If not, I'm out. That 695.33 area. Let's see what happens. Back in. There we go. Come on, get back in. And now I have 6 contracts instead of 3 contracts, which I'm willing to partial half of them. Our average now is, please don't go back up. Our average now is 27.2. Fail, please. Just one more. And I'm gonna take out my, oh, that was a nice ad. See, this is how they try to get you, making a slightly higher high. Now we're double the size. Can we get a bigger move? There we go. Oh my God. If this really works, this was a blessing in disguise. It was such a blessing in disguise if this works. Sure. I know it takes a lot of experience when the stock comes back after an hour to your break even. Was the area I was looking at to add anyways. And that was, so I did. I was like, fine, if I'm gonna take a loss, I'm gonna take a loss, but I gotta trade the price action, not my P&L. So we have doubled our size, and it looks like we are gonna break this, so that's good. There we go. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna take half out. I took off my ad, basically. Now we're solid green for the day and in the money, and I have partial. Now I want 692, please. Can I recap the play here? Yeah, sure. So I'm definitely looking for a downside move based on open interest. So we come down, we move back up, we reject VWAP. This is the fake breakout area. We just hit the moving averages, and I was like, you know what? If it's gonna break out, it's gonna break out. I get stopped out. Otherwise, I'm gonna enter at the recheck. Like this area to me is where the morning opening balance is. So this is the area for me to short. We came here, I shorted, we closed in, I held, we came back here, I partialed my short, my ad, and now I'm looking for a failure. And now it's much easier to look for a failure. This is market makers' way of getting everyone out of call it liquidity sweep, call it your stop loss is my entry. Most people would say if it's a new high, we are out. So that becomes their stop loss wherever they entered, and they got swept, and the market turned and left. So all the new traders got stopped out here. Experienced traders saw that happening, and they're like, either they're right or wrong, and they entered. I entered. Simple as that. Is it a consistent strategy? No. It's about understanding what the broader market is doing. It's about understanding where open interest lies, having a bias, and then looking out for things like this. So this is what we look like. And my thing crashes whenever I share it on the other screen. I wonder why. Well, first let me see if I'm still in the trade, which I should be. SPY, and then SPX 7,000. So this was the initial entry. Well, up after this chop, we held through all of this. We came back here. I added more. Added more here. We partialed here. That's an easy $7 drop. And now let's see what, $7 move. Now let's see if we can get 39. But no, we are pretty green for the day. In fact, you know what? I can possibly partial one more from my initial entry if we go over 695. How am I checking open interest? You can go to a lot of websites have it. Yahoo Finance has it. If you go to NASDAQ's website, they have it. If you're using a platform that has it, but one of the easiest places to check open interest is right here, NASDAQ.com. Just go to options and you'll be able to check it. And really, yep, that's where we check it. Now we pull back up. Are we going to reject 695 or not? At least we were able to make sense of this chop and enter where we were supposed to. Now if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Now this definitely becomes the absolute area. Ideally, we should, on SPY, this definitely becomes an absolute area to stop out. Ideally, on SPY, we should not be going over 695 to VWAP. Maybe even hold these moving averages. Let's see. I prefer 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. And this has been such a painful hold. I'm so happy I was able to like add in here. Now I have a free, not free trade, but at least I'm green for the day, pretty. Let's see how it plans out. Whew. I should have not captured the 200. But yeah, this is the area I'm seeing. We're gonna regain this. Then what's our cost now? 27.2. We're pretty much there. this is exactly the area where I would expect a failure. So let's see if it closes over VWAP or not. This is the exact price, 695.062. This is, remember we marked this is the area expected to fail. And then go down, pull back, and then maybe half an hour later we go down. I don't know. But I'm gonna hold. At least we went through the liquidity sweep event. So now it's much easier for me to hold. Yeah, let's see. This looks like it's gonna fail. Let's see what happens. What's happening on the 15? 15, 3 minutes left. What's happening on the 30? 30, we're still holding the moving averages. My only concern is just because we were so strong yesterday, today might be an entire day of distribution, so we might not see failure. Tired holding on to this trade, but let's see. Held the moving average bounce. Let's see a failure. You know, if you're holding a PLT or short, you can definitely cover what you have. There's no day trade rule which will not let you cover what you already have. Doesn't work that way. It should not work that way. Call your broker if you need to and tell them, look, I'm just covering my trade. You cannot say no to that. Oh. Yeah, it's a separate data feed. That's true, Andrew. It's a separate data feed. Don't go higher, please. So what's the, what if we start doing? Let's go. This has characteristics of breaking down, but maybe much later in the day. The 30 is about to close and we are going to close over the moving averages. All right, guys, it's 12. I'm going to call it. If you go over VWAP, I'm out now. I'm done. So have a good day, everyone. Enjoy.